I call the shots, I never call it quits. Trust my intuition, bet it's right and bitch, it often is. Seen too many others come and go, they had the wrong intent. Do it out of love and never for it, then I watch it get bigger than expected. Don't second guess it, I let it set it. It's God's plan, we out here only accepting blessings. I'm stuck with it, this mindset is terminal. In and out different terminals, leveling up is personal. And I already made it, y'all can miss me. It's hard to believe I made something from nothing. No hindsight discussions, I've been writing, I love it.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. Danny G, Rio, Myles is in the house tonight. The man gets married tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
And Jimmer. We are going to talk a lot of shit. We're going to talk about Golden State winning the NBA Finals just the other night.
Yeah.
And everything else that's going on out there. So what's up tonight, Jimmer?
Well, number one, got to tell you a little bit. I found a fast forward moment in my life after golfing today. And then coming here, and then I had to move some residual stuff I left at the old house. And I get home, and I'm trying to get, like, up the stairs, and I literally was, like, hunched over, and my whole body was aching. I'm like, this is what it's going to be if I retire from Zimpro. And, like, 30 years, this will be my normal walk, I'm like, Jesus. Like, I felt old as hell.
What's that, the Aleve commercial? One pill strong all day long, baby.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Who's going to need more than one? I'm like, God damn
You're just 30 years early. It's no big deal, man.
Well, don't worry. That cane will be gold.
So he mentioned you're getting married tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So she must not have listened to the last 2 podcasts that you were on.
Who knows?
Who knows? Nothing got brought up. It's whatever.
I said, you can listen, but we don't talk about it. And she goes, well, if you're talking about it.
Yeah, but not in front of you.
Yeah, I said.
So you guys started marriage counseling before marriage.
Oh,
Gotcha. Well played.
That's every day. Every day.
Cheers to the happy couple.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Hey, congratulations on tomorrow.
No, I appreciate it.
Awesome.
You'll be saying congratulations when I go to permanent night shift.
Whoa.
Do you know my reason?
Why?
I don't know if your guys' wives are like this, but mine, it's like when she wakes up, everything's going nice, and then I wake up, and then everything goes to shit. It's like the water turn the faucets on, the water's boiling. I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna get yelled at for now? It's just not. She's not a morning person.
Do you get physically abused?
Mentally.
Touch the doll where she touched you, where she punched you.
But no, I'm not ragging on her. I just want to give her shit for her morning routine.
Does she need coffee? What's the trick?
Dick.
I wish.
Fair enough.
I wish she wanted that in the morning, but no, it's the morning cig and the morning fuck you.
I think she feels good.
Just gets the day kicked off the right way for both of us.
That's love.
It really is.
This is love. Big shout out and congratulations to Danny. 5 years.
5
with his
years.
wonderful wife.
5 years.
Congrats. Buddy. They had a date today.
Yeah. We're big on Applebee's. That's where we tend to go for everything. So we had some daytime booze and food over at Applebee's. Did some other bullshit
in the neighborhood.
Yeah, in the neighborhood. Yeah, yeah. And got her anniversary present, and mine will be coming later. So that'll be good.
You didn't get a sampler on the way back from Mason, did you?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
No. Well, those daytime blowjobs are risky, right? It's so hot out. It's sweating.
Oh, yeah. We haven't even got to news yet, but me and Rio had like the same fucking day sleep issue or whatever happened. What was it, Wednesday? We were talking about that?
Yeah.
We woke up the best way you could possibly wake up.
Yeah.
Oh,
in the midway through your sleep,
My uncle was in the house.
What? No. What? Why is your uncle too?
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on. That was the wrong day. Wrong day.
That's a thing.
Fucking sweater vest.
Oh, yeah. It's very rare. She must want, she wants something else, but.
Yeah, she's like, by the way, I'm spending $800 a day. What the fuck? At that point, I'm mesmerized, right?
What else did she wake you up for, though?
I'm lost in the sauce. I can't remember.
Did you say refrigerator?
Oh, yeah. She's like, it started. She's like, the refrigerator's making a funny noise. I'm like, this is what you fucking wrote me up for? The goddamn noise in the fridge. So then I think she wakes me up. I don't know. It was like when you're asleep and then you're not and you're in and out, right? And she's like, oh, it's not freezing. Everything's melting. I'm like, okay. She's like, what do you want me to do? Fucking wake up, bang on it, and fix it? Like, who the fuck do I look like? So she's, oh, I had to move everything. It's melting. Oh, that. It's like, okay, all right. So then I go down there and I open the box or whatever, and it was still making a funny noise. We unplug it, and still kind of was. So I, did some handyman shit, and basically there's ice on the fan in the back a little bit, so I knocked that out, and it fucking took off, and I'm like, there you go, what the fuck? Went to bed, and then she, come in 10 minutes later, gave me a surprise present. I don't know.
All right.
My reward. I couldn't. At first, I was pissed, and then I couldn't be. So
Right. Yo,
like, what the hell now?
Yo, Maytag, man.
Right. And I'm like, why is your shirt off? Okay. What?
Okay.
Huh?
All right.
It is.
All right.
You deserved it. You deserved it.
All of it. Yep.
All of it. Every bit.
From the start.
Let's go ahead and roll with it. Vince McMahon steps aside as the WWE chairman and CEO during investigation into alleged hush money payment.
Got to be guilty then. If they step down or resign, I think they're guilty every time.
Isn't he going on the show tonight, though?
He is. So it did say he's going on the show. He's still going to do the, WWE makes special roles and stuff like that. He's still going to do stuff with the image or whatever. But evidently it was this is kind of a weird situation. It was 2019. I guess this happened many, many times over his tenure, by the way. But this one in particular was a paralegal. Came in 2019, and her salary when she started was $100,000. The very next year it went up to $200,000.
Damn.
Yeah, that's damn.
She does a good job.
Yeah, she does a damn good job. Almost, I mean, just under what the price of fucking gas is. That's how much she went up.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, there's stories coming out, and then there's been the hush agreements and stuff like that, documents that have been dug up. But this chick, he evidently, and I can't remember the dude's first name, but a dude that is pretty high up in WWE also, last name Laurinaitis, is one of the business partners.
Yeah, John Laurinaitis.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
And they passing this chick back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Literally, Vince would give her to him. Yeah, that's what hey, you want this? If it ain't fun if the homies can't have none.
Sharing is caring, right?
Damn.
Even if it is old lady.
Well, here's the deal that these guys have to learn, man. First of all, you can't do fucked up shit if you don't want it to get out in the public, especially.
Well, first off,
but hold on,
the fucked up
the
shit
hush
is gonna
money
come
doesn't
out.
work anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna
so
come
don't
out.
even do it.
Yeah,
right.
The shit, basically, the shit is gonna come out regardless.
Yeah.
There's no hiding anything anymore.
And you never get your money either back, afterwards,
No.
obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
out of all the people in power, this is the one that I'm less shocked by. Could you not assume he was doing this? If I watched him on TV,
You would think that he's passing a chick around.
I assume that he's all of them.
Or doing some shady shit.
Yeah, I would, but I don't. Here
You're
we go
You're
again.
by far the least shocked when you've heard this one. When
On
you say,
Vince McMahon.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Myles, do you want to look
Fair.
like him when you're 70 years old or whatever the fuck he is?
Why would I not
He's
want to look?
yoked, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's yoked.
Roided to the gill, right?
Yeah, dude.
Except every time I think about him, though, I think of when he was climbing in the ring and he what he do? Tear both his-
Both
Yeah.
quads, right?
Yeah, he's doing both.
Yeah.
And he's laying up against the thing, just still yelling at him, still acting,
Still acting, but yeah, he
Hardcore.
tore it. Yep.
yeah,
I remember
he
that.
was he was.
That was
fucked.
back in Stone Cold and the Rock days, man. That
Well,
was when wrestling was good.
I know a little off subject here, but after the Hardy Boys quit, I was like, I can't watch wrestling no more. When they were going up against Edge and all them going up for the belts, my greatest match ever is TLC with the belts hanging in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
and they're
Table
putting
ladder chairs,
they're
yeah.
going up 30-foot ladders and just swine diving off of them and everything. That's when wrestling was wrestling to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no, I never watched wrestling really. I seen some of the highlights and stuff.
I
like
did
that.
some. I you don't realize when you're watching it. I guess because I had my mom's group of friends that she hung out with when we were younger. they're a big wrestling fan. So I catch like the pay-per-views and stuff. I didn't realize I was watching legendary fights.
Right.
Or wrestling matches.
Legendary shit. Yeah.
Yep. Didn't realize that. I watched the Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, that big time one that was.
Yeah.
I watched that when I was a kid. Like, didn't realize it was going to be something epic just because I just happened to be right there.
Yeah.
The Stone Cold one when he first truly took the scene. Just stuff like that. But once they became publicly traded, I didn't realize they literally went like PG on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Super PG.
There's no bikini matches anymore.
Right.
So,
My family was so into wrestling that I'd wake up in the morning and I'd run to my grandpa and try to wrestle with him, and then about 10 seconds later I was in the daggy sleeper, probably on the couch.
Daggy sleeper. That's
passed out.
That's perfect. No, it's not the same. They don't even let them talk anymore. Like back when The Rock and Stone Cold ran shit, they got to say whatever they wanted. They don't let them do that anymore. It's
No.
all just toned down and like chill out. That's why it's not as big a deal, man.
When that comes
my
up,
opinion.
like the way you're saying it, so you go straight from that era straight to John Cena, and that's
Yep.
when everything got dulled down, just watered down garbage.
Yep. So anyway, Jimmer, Vince was banging a legal assistant, and so he's not the CEO anymore?
Nope, step down as CEO and chairman.
Well, he gave it to his daughter then, right?
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Yeah,
She's
so
technically,
so
right?
yeah, so she stepped up into that role. But the weird thing is like less than a year ago, she asked to step away. So
Keeping
she,
it in the family, man.
so she like kind of I don't know if the job was getting too.
So
much
he's
for
still
her.
gonna be basically doing.
He's
it.
running through.
Well,
it's
he's
kinda-
running it through
She's
her.
married to what's Triple H or
Triple
whatever,
H,
so
yeah.
it'll be him probably, right? Like
Yes.
So what happened to the brother? Does anybody?
Shane McMahon. Yeah,
Shane.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good
He kind of
question.
got pushed to the side when she started dating Triple H, I think.
Well, yeah, 'cause he was one of their biggest stars too. On top of that, the daughter and dating like the biggest star.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
grown man that walks out to the ring just spits water all over himself.
He could be-
That's it.
There's no way he's ever gonna be completely done. It doesn't matter, even no matter what comes out.
Right,
He'll
right.
still be. It's just like Dan Snyder's still collecting a check, even if he's not supposed to be, because the wife is involved anyways. You know what I mean?
Publicity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like we talk about, it could be horrible news. It could be the worst. What were we talking about? The worst thing said about you or whatever is going on. You're still in the news.
Right.
Yeah.
Bad publicity is still publicity.
Yep.
You're gonna find out like his kinky fetishes and shit now. I mean, it's all.
He's an old man. I guarantee it actually doesn't have him quite as bad as nowhere near as Odell Beckham and Deshaun and he's like that dude that he's like, I'm the power freak and you're gonna get underneath this desk. He's like that kind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get
Yeah.
it.
Maybe get a finger in his ass.
So no Cheetos?
Whatever, man.
Or-
It's 2022,
But you
man.
don't fucking say that's
Everyone finishes.
That's what,
Come on.
That's what he made the hush money about. You don't dare. I don't want anyone thinking I'm taking a pinky in the ass.
No Cheetos is what you're saying?
Just-
no Cheetos.
Just the finger. Just the fingernail.
If by the sounds of it though, you take Cheetos one time in the ass, you get hooked.
You're hooked. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
dude, then you got to go to Puffs, and then next thing you know, you're doing hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
He's stepping
Crazy.
it up.
Chili lemon.
Them are good. Them are good.
Out of the ass?
No, not out of,
Personal experience?
in the ass, not out.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have
All
no
right,
idea.
catch our show 3 gigs after dark, and we'll show you some tricks, folks.
We got some.
The Warriors finish off Celtics 103-90 for their 4th title in 8 years.
Yeah.
In Game
2
6.
shots. Pick the Celtics. I was wrong.
Curry led the way while wrapping up his first Finals MVP award, finishing with 34 points on 12 of 24 shooting, including 6 of 11 from 3. He was on fire. He had the swag going in this game.
Yeah, we could talk about how good that is, but Game 6, Clay, right. Good job, Clay. 6 for 20.
Yeah. So how about
Shoot or shoot.
Shoot or
Oh.
shoot. They're blowing them out from the start. Might as well shoot.
Yeah.
what you mean? Holy camole!
Holy camole. Yeah. I can
Yeah,
hear that.
what the hell
He's
is going
hilarious,
on?
dude.
The NBA got muffed down too, like the WWE. Holy camole!
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, Steph got his MVP, so congrats there. You know,
Where do you put him?
I think we,
We'll
right?
We'll
I
get to
think
that. We'll get to that part. Go with your other
I think
stuff.
we
Okay.
talk about, you know, LeBron and how many teams he's led to the finals, but I think I believe we talked about it before. How many times this Warriors team has been just overlooked? You forget how many finals they've been to. When they, you know, you're shocked every time you see it. Or I know I was when it's like, yeah, this is they're going for their whatever in 8 years, and I'm like, holy shit, like, God, I didn't realize they were that good. You know, so
Yeah.
very impressive.
I don't think Tatum's the guy yet either. So I don't know if you saw the stat.
A lot of young guys. A lot of young guys on that
and-
Celtic
and-
teams.
and
I think they'll
Marcus
be just
Smart's
fine.
Not offensive.
No.
You can't give him the ball in the last
Right,
few minutes
yeah.
of the game, like to run a play. Like that's not him.
You can't be counting
know?
on him as your third wheel.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
he's your defensive player of the year for a reason.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Right? Like, I agree with you. That should not be your third wheel. Call Mo Williams in, wherever he's at.
Yeah, do something.
Perfect third wheel.
You have to do something there. Tatum also through the finals really just didn't show up. He broke the NBA record. He's the first NBA player to have 100 turnovers in the playoffs.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big deal. So he averaged about 4.5 turnovers a game throughout the playoffs.
Oh.
So that's
Yeah.
that's vintage James Harden in my opinion. Like that's rough.
Young
Like,
guys.
just-
What, he's been in the league
Hey.
4 years,
Five.
right?
This is his
right?
fifth season.
Fifth season,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Young guy. I mean, young team.
I did say
So-
yet. I think he's got potential. I think
Yep.
he could. I think
Yep.
he could do better.
It's almost like he was trying
I got-
too hard, I think.
Well,
you
I
know.
got one for you then. I got one for you. The build off of what both of you were saying. Did he kind of do it to himself? What
Yeah.
was he doing during the finals?
The whole Kobe shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
that's
what
a lot
I'm saying?
of
He
pressure.
had the
Yeah.
one
It's a
good,
lot
great
of
game
pressure.
with that.
Right, to close out the last series, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think he was just trying to try so hard to be that guy, and you know, it's just not there yet. You still got a little bit of growing to do, a little bit. Like, you're a good player, don't get me wrong, you know, obviously, but
they're a deep team. Just play
Yeah.
Celtics basketball. Like, wing the ball around, get it around.
and maybe
the
they were
perimeter.
tired. You know, look at the run they had to go through in the East to
Lot of
get
games.
there.
Yeah.
They had a lot of games. The hardest schedule to get there, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, maybe it's just worn down, and that, you know, maybe that's where a veteran team, an older team kind of comes in, like the Warriors, and it's like, okay, we're
Like, been there,
conserving.
done that, yeah.
Right, been there. We're doing this. We're doing that. You know, maybe you sprinkle in Marcus Smart to guard the best player. You don't have him running that three and being your option. Yeah, I don't know. It's just they'll grow. I think they'll be just fine.
I'm a full believer in teams that stay ahead of the curve, like the Warriors. That's your next dynasty. Like, you know,
They
how,
are. They
No,
are
no.
a dynasty.
Yeah,
right
that's what
now.
I'm saying. But
Yeah.
like,
But
you
you
could have.
think the Celtics could, is what you're saying.
Well, as long as you're ahead of the curve.
Okay.
Like, the curve is like the new trends. Like, the 3-point became a thing, and the Warriors they had that, and
Small ball.
Yeah, and they have carried that in their dynasty. Now you could go to other sports where the dynasty has always started from them being ahead of the curve or starting the trend.
I think they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I also think they've nailed, right. They nailed on Steph Curry, on Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. That's your core. Sure, you ended up bringing up Kevin Durant to play with a solid group, but you know, Jordan Poole's a nice story. I don't think he's the next guy.
I don't.
Wiggins.
No.
Andrew
Wiggins,
when
right?
they're going, yeah, Wiggins is going to be.
I don't
their
think he's going to be the next guy.
I don't think he's going to,
Yep.
but that's what the thought is. Like,
Yeah.
he's the best. He's the best shot of trying to carry the torch, right?
Yeah, I don't think that happens because Steph
Or Wiseman.
Steph commands two people at least, if not drawing in a third guy on defense.
Yep.
So I think Andrew Wiggins was a big time benefit of
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
We've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
we've
Oh,
seen
no.
him in Minnesota playing
Yeah,
one on
no,
one. He's not a great
We're
player.
agreeing you with you.
So-
What we're saying is their thought is that is
Yep.
that player to
Right, yeah.
transition. I don't
And
think he's
I don't
that.
think he is. I think when this run is over with Clay and with Steph, I think they're going to
bottom out.
bottom out again. Yep.
I-
How they were.
Maybe,
till-
maybe not, depending on the scheme that's being ran. Maybe not bottom like what they're
And
used to.
Right, yeah,
Like what
and,
we're
and
used to
free
seeing the Warriors
agency,
before
whatever.
that.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I just think they nailed on all three of those guys. Obviously, bringing Kevin Durant, that helped big time. One of the best players in the NBA. So I just think they've nailed everything perfect. Pretty
It's-
much.
it's funny
They
because
got to steal with Andre Iguodala to help,
Yeah.
like early on in that
Yeah.
process too.
Yep.
You stole Andre Iguodala at the perfect time where he still had something
Who was
left
that
in the
other
tank.
one? Was that Livingston that was balling
Yes.
out when
Yes,
he was
the first
yes,
couple years,
first
played
couple years,
perfectly.
perfect.
That's what I'm
baller.
saying. So those melded this together.
Yep.
And they got lucky so far with Jordan Poole as a rotational
Yeah.
piece that is a very nice piece when those
Yeah.
other guys are off. Wiseman hasn't even been out there yet. We don't know what's going to happen, like what he's going to turn into.
Yep.
And then Andrew Wiggins has rejuvenated his career based off of who's still there
on the
off
court.
that
Oh,
court,
for sure.
right?
Yeah. But Kevin Durant did.
Did
too.
you see him and Jordan Poole
Everybody
though?
will, right?
Yeah.
Did you see him and Jordan Poole on Instagram?
I'm gonna get
the
that
video.
bag.
I'm gonna get that bag. They're looking for money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're out.
Oh yeah. For sure they're getting.
Wiggins already.
But I mean, I'm not
Wiggins
saying
got
it's
plenty of money.
undeserved. But I'm not saying it's undeserved.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like they're bouncing and collecting a major payday somewhere.
Yeah.
They're already
I
paying those
did
other
see
dudes.
something I didn't realize is how important the Timberwolves are to Golden State's run. So
Yeah.
they could have ended up with Klay
Curry.
Thompson, fucked it up.
And Curry.
I didn't see the
No,
Curry
no,
one.
it was Curry. They took Johnny Flynn.
Yeah, they took
Oh, in the
Flynn.
draft. Yeah,
In the
yeah,
draft,
yeah,
they
yeah,
took
yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
So they
Flynn.
are tied.
Yep.
They're heavily
In the
tied.
draft.
Heavily tied.
Yep, and
Yeah.
sent Wiggins over to Minnesota's just helping them from the ground up, man. So that's a big deal. I think they have a really good foundation. And the West isn't as strong as it used to be. I think that's the East now, right?
Yeah.
I think the East is a lot stronger. You could pick 4 teams in the East that could be in the championship probably. And in the West, I don't know if you
And
can do
give
that.
and I'm with you. And give a legitimate shot at winning the
Right.
championship too.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Yeah, and the West is not that way anymore. So I think Golden State has a shot to get a couple more, to be honest with you.
They have opportunity.
One,
Depending
for
on
sure,
health.
2 maybe.
Health is a huge one,
Yeah,
right? For
absolutely.
them, absolutely.
But can we talk about how important Klay? He's been out 2 years. They haven't done shit in 2 years. He comes back. What happens? They win this chip. I know he didn't
Absolutely.
play great.
No,
but
ho.
how big is that,
He
man?
he did play great. He didn't shoot great.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't shoot.
He-
great,
so what that
especially
man
with
always
Embiid.
brought, was 3 and D.
Right.
The D never died off, right?
Yeah.
So he still is that guy that's checking the perimeter players.
Yep.
He's the one that helps elevate Curry. I'm not going to completely beat down Curry on his defense like I had before, but he's made Curry kind of look over there and try to become a better player by watching him do it. Like, I need to play better on defense. This dude's putting everything out there himself too, like something like that. But he's brought the D, and that's what I think they're missing that and the leadership. And he can get on fire at any point too.
Yeah, right.
Obviously.
He's got obviously. Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's in his arsenal.
It's no disrespect to him. He
Yeah.
overcame 2 what could be
Yes.
career-ending injuries.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's not going to be the same guy, but he played great. I mean, obviously something is there because they made it to the finals, won it again, right?
Barring health, watch out for Klay Thompson next year
Yeah.
for his scoring and shit. Everything will start melding, and
Yeah.
that'll be a year under his belt, a full season of playing like that, getting these injuries out of the way.
Yeah.
He could be a completely different player, even more than what he contributed this year.
I totally agree. I think Golden State could do something. Let's talk about Boston for a second, right?
Yep.
I think if Middleton was healthy, I think Milwaukee would have beat Boston.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Where do we see Boston? I don't think they're a guarantee to get back to the finals, right?
No.
I know you're
Not-
a big
Not
fan of
a
Boston.
guarantee, just because I think it's Sixers, Heat, Milwaukee, Celtics, right? I think those top 4 can
Yes.
beat each other up. I think it's just kind of a who's having a off night, who's having a hot night. So no, definitely no guarantee. It's just whoever's playing well that night or who's not playing well at the time.
Each one of those you just named need to hit a free agency guy.
Yes, they have
The
to.
Heat need another
The Heat
guy,
have
right?
to have that,
Yep,
yes.
He'd have to.
The Boston Celtics, they don't need a superstar. They don't need that, but they do need what we just discussed at number 3, a legit number 3. Your role, you can pop off for 16 to 20. That's what we need. You can get that on a regular basis.
People
Maybe
are
that's
letting-
that White if they get him some more playing time. Maybe.
Hey,
I
people are letting
actually-
Jalen Brown off the hook too. Just for the
Yeah,
record.
they do. I think they have those pieces. I think what they need is a younger guy, more athletic guy in the middle. Al Horford, right? He had a great run, but slower, right?
Well, they need Williams to stay healthy. That's their guy in the middle.
That too. But I just
But
think
he can't
another
shoot.
guy.
He can't pull people out.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't. He's more traditional. You need a big
Yeah.
guy who can, pop and also defend the paint. So I think kind of another big guy. Al
Okay.
Horford. On the tail end of his career, right? He had a few big-time games for him, and that's awesome. That's a veteran presence,
Yep.
whatever. But I think you need a solid guy in the middle because I think Jason Tatum,
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. I think they're sitting okay. Marcus Smart, obviously,
A dog.
yeah, but still, he's right there. I think the
In a
small
good way.
ball is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I just
In a
think they
good way.
need obviously health and stuff. So another guy, kind of a bigger guy down there that'll help take some pressure off, right? You can throw it in, reset.
You know, is that the video you're going off?
No, I'm just saying he's a dog.
Yeah,
No,
he's
but
a dog.
you've seen that video
Probably not, Miles. What do you got for me?
where the high school kid gets interviewed and he's like,
Oh, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He says some other
Rio,
name. He's like,
dog.
dog. He's like, obviously, dog.
he's a straight dog.
They let him. He's a linebacker, but, I mean, we let him run the ball a couple times. Dog, obviously.
Yeah, I thought that's where you're going.
No, I'm just saying he's a dog.
I have seen that video. That popped up on TikTok.
but
Each one of them, except for maybe Milwaukee. Milwaukee may have the perfect team in that aspect.
Milwaukee's got a,
If they
help.
need Middleton back, and they need all their guys to be healthy. But I think
Yep.
they have, quote unquote, the closest to a complete team in the East, and they have the pedigree. I'm with you. If they would have Middleton, that they would have won.
I think so too.
And then this would have been a different game because they wouldn't have had anybody, and this would have proven my point 1,000%. The Warriors would not have had anybody for Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draymond is
Nobody
not
does.
checking. Well, nobody
Yeah,
does, but
yeah.
even
Exactly.
he's not even half-ass checking in.
Yeah.
You know what did everybody say for 15 years at least of LeBron's career?
I don't know.
You don't
I don't know
you
about
don't
that.
stop him. You try to slow him down.
I think Wiggins did a fantastic job on Jason Tatum. I think he.
Tatum's not the same as.
I understand
nowhere near-
that, but
nowhere
I
near,
think
actually.
he keeps him at least decent. Gives
Yeah,
him
but-
a shot. But
yeah.
I still think
But
Chris
no-
Middleton sets him over. I don't think it's Giannis.
Right, but
Yeah.
but I'm saying Andrew Wiggins is not checking Giannis in any way, shape, or form.
I think he's holding him like he's
what?
not making him go
To
like
39?
40 points. No,
he's getting 39.
No, I think he's going like
gonna
25.
he's going to get the Finals MVP over Steph Curry because he held him to 39 points.
I don't know, man. He
Yeah,
he
well,
played
whatever.
really, really well defensively.
I know he did, but Tatum, I think, he's still developing his mental strength, his basketball strength,
Yeah.
in his mind. I'm talking about where he's like, I'm better than you. He doesn't quite have that every game, 100%. Like I'm better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis has no problem. Andrew Wiggins is not checking Giannis. He's not slowing that freight train down. He's not even. That's not a speed bump. That is not checking. Their best bet would have been a younger Draymond. Like earlier on in Draymond's career, maybe. Slowing him down. I didn't say stopping him.
Yeah.
Slowing him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He played so well defensively.
It's too bad we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, that we didn't get to
I
see
mean,
it, but yeah.
But Middleton was huge.
Yeah,
in
I
this
think that
aspect.
was set the series over for sure.
He get himself a little bigger paycheck just for actually getting injured.
I,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
do have to admit, I had this going 7 easy.
Yeah.
Like in maybe an overtime in 7, you know?
Yep.
But it seemed like Boston just they weren't there for the moment, you know?
No.
Even
Yeah.
though Golden State literally, we talked about this, they came out and they said, we're going to win this in Boston right now.
Right.
And
they were
how is that not postered? They
Yeah.
think they're going to come into our house and win this game, you know?
they were
Yeah.
they were
Man.
they weren't exactly hot either. Like you go look at these average scores, it isn't like they're blowing the Celtics out in the facet of like 120 points a game.
Right.
Like it was there for the taking if they played. Kudos to Warriors defense.
They
Okay.
both play really good defense,
They
too.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
what was the high score in this series? The average score of the winner is like 106.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I think
That's what it-
Boston scored 120, like 122 or something.
Okay, yeah.
That was the highest.
Don't say the Celtics played good defense last night.
No,
I-
in general.
no,
they're
but
both
in
good
general.
defensive
Do you
teams.
know how many finger rolls Steph Curry got last night?
So you have a choice with Steph Curry, though, bro. That's the difference. Steph Curry, you either give him a 3 or you let him go past you to get the layup. And most of the time, you're going to take that layup because he's probably going to make the 3.
He was going by 3 guys in the paint. to
Every
do
one
a
of them
finger-
has the same
and
idea.
he's the shortest guy on the floor.
Yeah.
I-
Steph's good, too.
I
mean,
I
he's one of the
understand
best,
that.
man.
I understand
So-
that, but I'm just saying.
Hey, nice little segue. So this is what I want to roll into with that.
Yeah.
I told you if he got himself the Finals MVP, finally got himself in one. Like he should have already had one. There should be a second, but that would easily, for me, that would take him into that 15. And I told you my top 15 is like kind of like an extension of the 10 because you only can have 10. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like it's hard to. I would love to put him like, yeah, he's number 10. Well, who you taking out
Right.
at this point? Like this long in the NBA thing, right? So 15 is an extension to 10, in my opinion. The question for you guys is, and this is actually a hotter topic across the fucking internet than I thought it was, but who is ahead of the other one? Steph Curry,
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
Steph is for sure.
Oh, Steph.
Yeah, Steph. I think so. I think this.
You
puts,
do realize that he won He also
Yep.
won
I don't care about
two
finals
finals
MVP. I
MVPs
don't care
too.
about
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
he
don't
was the
care.
best player on that team.
No, but listen,
Stats.
Steph took this team. He led this team all year, right? Steph was, excuse
So
me,
before
Clay
that-
was banged up.
So before this, though, was he?
Who?
Was it?
Oh, before this year? This year opened my eyes.
So
I probably wasn't thinking that. I probably wasn't thinking he was better.
that Durant was.
Yep, that Durant was until this year, and I seen the Nets fall apart. Right, you didn't have your guys there fully there. Kevin Durant couldn't lead the Nets team. We forget. I mean, Andrew Wiggins balled out all year, right, and they had some good pieces, but it's a young team with no experience besides Draymond and himself, right?
Mhm.
He led this team all the way. Clay comes back. He's not himself fully, right, and he leads this team to the playoffs. Clay comes back. He's kind of feeling like himself in the playoffs and makes a run, and they win a finals, and he gets the MVP. I think this he's a hell of a player. I think he goes he's top 10. I seen this this whole year, and I didn't realize. I guess I kind of got lost with. I feel like we all did how good the Warriors were for a while there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? They kind of
You
wrote
get-
out
you
number.
Get, you get numb to it.
Yeah, I got just numb to how high up they were, and I didn't
Yeah.
realize. And without Clay for a while, and then he come back and played sparingly. It's like, shit, man. He's kind of, I think they did. They went through a rough stretch there.
They did.
Towards the end, I believe. But it's like, holy shit, like he's leading this team, and then he balls out all playoffs. Yeah, he's gonna go into definitely the top 10 for sure.
The only thing Kevin Durant would ever beat Steph Curry at is burner accounts.
Yeah, we talked about that the other night.
You're not
But,
wrong.
speaking on that fact, though, also the leading this team, that's what Kevin Durant didn't do, right? He didn't take that Nets team. It was almost the same opportunity.
Not even out of the first round.
you
man.
said-
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You said something a little borderline outrageous. You said he is top 10.
I said he will be top 10.
Oh, will be.
Yes,
I
he
thought,
will be
okay,
top 10.
I misheard you. I
Yeah,
thought you
he
said
will be
that
top
he
10.
is top 10.
No,
Okay.
I think he
He's-
will, but he
dude,
will be.
He's close right now. He's very close.
So
I
let
think
me
he's close, but not there,
then
but he
let me
will
give you
be.
this list and tell me how he's going to unseat any one of these
Yeah.
guys. Okay, this isn't my list. I'm literally going off of what.
ESPN or whatever. Yep.
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 So MJ 1,
Yep.
LeBron 2, Wilt, Magic, Kareem, Larry, Shaq, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Bill Russell. You can we'll say the next three after that, and this is outside the top 10 now, by the way. Oscar Robertson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Jerry West.
So who's 10?
10 is Bill Russell.
Yeah.
So listen, all these guys played in a different era, right? It was not all of them, okay, but a lot of those guys where it was pass it down the paint, and let them score, right, and take over from the paint. It's a totally different ball game. You're playing against better athletes.
Mm-hmm.
People are stretching the floor. You have big men stretching the floor. I think he easily gets into the top 10 within a couple of years.
Who you unseating?
You just slide the list down from Tim Duncan. I think obviously.
don't-
I think
yeah.
you
No,
slide Tim Duncan
you
out.
can't unseat Tim
I
Duncan.
think so. Yeah. Look
How
at that
Stats,
team.
double-double.
Look at the
double-double machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I get that.
Longevity,
but-
healthy.
Longevity. But I mean, what
Yes.
he stayed healthy. We're gonna
How
give
many
him a
chips
kudos.
does he have?
Right.
Yeah.
but
Well,
he's-
hold on. He was also one of the best players of all time while
I
staying
agree.
healthy.
I agree.
So one of your best players of all time was not always healthy.
Right.
He's not going to end up in the scoring wise.
I like the Spurs. I like him. I think slide him down though. I think the time and place he played with all the Michael Finley, who's there.
You just bring Michael Finley.
Yeah.
As a stop.
He was a
He's a-
3-point
he's-
specialist
he's
back
a- he's a
before
nice-
it was a 3-point.
He's a nice
specialist.
player. Let's not overblow him.
Before
Let's not
the
overblow
3-point
Michael Finley.
specialist was there. That was
I understand
what
that.
he
Let's
was.
not overblow it though.
All right,
That
listen,
is the player.
But I'm stating his teammates.
You can name
Look
the
at-
other two.
right?
It's like you
Ginobili.
didn't name. Hold on, you didn't name the other two. You named Michael Finley first. That's my point.
I'm just talking off the roster that he had.
Yeah.
Right? He had the Spurs had a fuckload of players on that team.
Do the Warriors?
No, all year this year he led without.
That's
with a
1
banged
year.
up-
You're putting him
Yeah.
in the top 10. That's his career. So he hasn't had one of the best teams of all
Yeah,
time.
but that's the same thing with the Spurs and Duncan. That's the same thing with the Bulls and Michael Jordan. When you're in this
that's all these
conversation,
guys.
you had a great team,
You
right?
had-
yeah,
you had a decent
absolutely,
team. Yeah.
guys. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So you're ready to unseat a guy that already
Not
is
yet.
in the
Not
top
yet.
10.
Not yet. I'm
He
saying
said he's pretty. Like, what do you mean is pretty damn close? Like that. I
Bill
don't know.
Russell's gone.
He's got to get
Bill
two.
Russell's gone.
I think yeah.
I would
you're right.
actually debate. And this is a controversial
Bill
thing.
Russell.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God.
100%. That was like 60, 70
Yeah,
years ago,
yeah,
dude. I don't give a shit
yeah.
about that.
Yep.
That was when people just learned how to dribble a basketball. Okay?
Exactly.
So he's out. But I think lower on that list, I think Shaq should be lower on that list because I don't think he actually put in the work and actually had great seasons, multiple, that he could have had. I think on a given night, he's the best player in the entire world, but I don't think he did it enough. So I think he should actually be lower.
We're getting some
than what some
sound
people
bites,
are.
gentlemen. Holy shit. I cannot believe. The Bill Russell one, I could believe a little more. Shaq is the most
Shaq.
dominating player maybe of all time.
In a season. In one fucking season, he was. In 2 seasons, maybe. But that's it. After that, well, look at his stats, dude.
I'm mad. At
he
him.
was
This is
ridiculous.
super stat driven.
I don't know.
He was ridiculous
I think he was
for
ridiculous.
from 96 to 2004 minimum. From 96 to
What's
2004.
ridiculous? Look up his
Hey,
stats. His stats are not ridiculous.
They are.
How many
through that time.
MVPs does he have?
We can look it up. That's fine. I'm telling you, I'm shocked by what you're saying right now with that one.
Yeah.
I think
I-
Shaq
Bill
should be
Russell,
lower
I'm
on
like,
that
okay.
list.
I don't know about the Shaq
Am I pushing
one.
Shaq out of the top 10? No. But am I saying he should be lower on the list? Because you had him at like 7 or something when you were naming that shit off. I think he's closer to the, I guess, Steph range than he is like LeBron and Michael Jordan
Fuck
range.
that. I'm taking him out of the top 10 too. No, I really am.
Did I say 2006? My bad. I was 2003. by the
Let's.
way.
Yeah, so
He was not an
He had-
all-around ball player.
Hold on. His stats were ridiculous from
Yeah.
1992.
97, dude, 97.
97 definitely.
97 to 02, he was averaging the most points in the NBA.
Yeah. Rebounds out of this
Every year.
out of the building.
how many?
That's 5 years in a row.
Rebounds, blocks. He was averaging almost 3 blocks a game or 2.5 blocks a game his whole career.
Right. He was the biggest son of a bitch on the fucking court, right?
Right,
Yeah, I
but
see that.
he
Efficiency.
averaged.
Yeah, efficiency rating, 5 years in a row.
That's because all he did was dunk. I don't care about that.
97 to through the 02.
Is his free throw percentage on there?
This is with his duds, okay? I'm going to give you his career average, and you know what his duds were at the end of his career. He was
Right.
jumping on every team, so this should help you respect it a little more.
Right.
This is his career stats. 23.7
23?
with 7 years of jumping on and doing nothing.
23, okay.
10.9 rebounds,
That's it?
2.3 blocks.
What was his MVP season, Jimmer?
I didn't look up MVPs.
He was
yet.
with Shaq, or he was with the Lakers, and Phil Jackson convinced him to actually fucking get healthy.
Hold on, he got robbed of one for sure too. If we're gonna talk about that, Steve Nash hosed him.
No, that was Kobe. I think he robbed Kobe, not Shaq.
No, he's robbed Shaq. It's been a conversation
Okay.
many times.
You could be right. I thought it was Kobe.
Shaq's gotten fucked too.
We'll see. All right.
Shaq MVPs. I think he has more than that, but we'll see.
He got bit by the black mamba.
Individual accolades include the 1999-2000 MVP award,
99, okay.
NBA Rookie of the Year, 15 All-Star Game selections, 3 All-Star Game MVP awards, 3 Finals MVP awards, 2 scoring titles, 14-time All-NBA team selections, 3 NBA All-Defensive Team selections,
Sure.
and 4 championships.
Yeah.
Pull up his stats for yourself.
That doesn't change anything.
No, you
If
just said a
if
couple
you bump
years.
it-
You said a couple years. He was like this for like so long.
Right, and a lot of that. So when you talk about All-Star games and stuff, that's fan voting, right?
Yeah,
so
I'm not
Shaq
talking.
is a popular guy.
No, I'm not talking.
like-
I'm not talking about even that. What I just told you. I'm talking about literally pull his stats up from here. These are ridiculous stats. Up to 2002 for sure. 27.5 points a game. 11.1. If he would have stayed in shape and not been a lazy piece of
That's
shit.
what I'm
But
saying.
that doesn't mean that doesn't mean he's not top 10 or even
He
higher.
could
or
have.
where he is.
Yeah, he could have been
Well,
way
he could have
higher.
been. He could have
but
been number
chose
1.
Not to.
He could have been number 1.
Yes, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
but
you're-
that's not what he did.
I can't believe you're talking about dropping him out. I'm like, well, you made it sound like he only had like 2 or 3 good years. Look at this.
Yeah.
2 or 3, like I'm the best player in the entire league seasons, Jimmer. That's
was-
what I'm saying.
That was from the moment that Michael Jordan left, my friend. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I don't think so. I think at any given moment you could pick Shaq and he'll be the best player on the team, no matter what the decade, no matter what the year.
Yep.
But when we look at his career, that's what I'm talking about. And if you compare that shit to Steph's, I bet you Steph is right there with him. when it comes to numbers and stuff. And he's got the same amount of fucking chips, too.
We'll take a look. I'm just surprised by. I am surprised. I'm just telling you. I'm surprised by that.
And to this point, Steph did not play with probably the greatest coach of all time either. And one of the other top 5 greatest players of all time.
His protege,
top 8,
first off, his protege, number 1. But number 2, he's going to be in the conversation here, too, because he also has 4 titles
he
as a coach.
But he's not yet, right?
Today. This is how you get to it, though. This is how you get to it.
As of today.
Stop it. This is how you get to it.
Maybe. He could be. Kerr's great, right?
Yeah. He's a little... Well, I'm not going to say that out loud.
But it's no disrespect to Shaq. The top 10 is fucking elite, man. It's no disrespect there. But I'm like, if anybody, I don't know if he was that guy for the entire time of his career. You know
not
what I mean?
Like I said, definitely not his last, 7, because he was literally hopping on and doing whatever. His last respectable season was with Miami when they won the championship. He was a double-double machine there. Still, I think he was getting 20. It was about 20
17
points.
17 and 10 or something like that. I think.
Yeah, he was getting about 11 rebounds. I think it was maybe 17 points. So that was his last respectable full season. But that's with him fat and out of shape, and he still put that up.
But that's my point too. If he chose not to do that, he probably could be number 1.
Are you playing footsie with me right now?
Rio, you've been looking some stuff up. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
I think you cannot pop him out. I just think he was so. I mean, he's still second in percentage, career average percentage, still second highest.
Who's number 1?
Not
Will?
Let me go back. No, he beat field goal percentage 10 times. Artis Gilmore has the highest one of all time.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually, if that was a quiz question, I would have probably said Wilt.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, so he led the in field goal percentage 10 times in a season. Will Chamberlain led it 9. But yeah, Artis Gilmore apparently is number 1 of all time field goal percentage. Yeah.
But yeah, that's where it's at. This didn't change much for me. This Finals MVP. It was important to you. It was not to me.
I think it was.
I do think it
was
was
for this. For literally touching the top 10, it was. Okay, for the argument for it when it comes. I'm surprised by the Bill Russell. I'm not saying I'm fully against what you guys are saying. It's just that is almost untouchable territory is what it kind of feels like. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we talk to old heads. That's you don't touch that one. I get you.
You played in such a
I
great
get you.
game.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm not anti what you're saying. I'm just it's shocking to hear it.
And you know what? Maybe it would feel different if I got to watch that. If I was that old where I got to watch both, maybe it would feel different too.
Yeah.
Because we're here and this is going to be, the most fresh thing in our memory.
Have you the one thing that you can point out for him as an argument outside of his championships, of course, but there was 8 teams back then. Okay, the one thing you always bring up for Bill Russell is they had this interesting not stat line, but it is every time. I think we all can agree probably the best center of all time is Wilt Chamberlain if you count talent and. Everything combined. Yeah. The closest or the one that you could argue with is probably Kareem. Yeah. You go look at the games where Wilt played Bill. Bill would keep that dude in check.
Yeah. Right.
And Wilt Chamberlain may arguably be one of the most freakiest athletes that's ever touched the basketball court. People still even say that play today because that's one player that could still play today. Mm-hmm. He'd have to develop a 3-point shot, I think, but he was so we forget how freaky athletic he was for the first 10 years for sure. But my point is that's the one thing you could measure up against. Wilt, one of the greatest centers, the greatest center possibly of all time. Bill Russell would keep this, and I'm talking about a significant drop in his season stats versus when he played Bill.
So then where's Shaq? Under both of those two gentlemen?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So bottom of the top 10-ish is where that's going to
Number
fall.
7.
That's yeah. The one thing I'm disappointed in, whenever I read these lists...
Is Shaq better than Tim?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
He's pausing. He's pausing.
For me, I think he is.
I didn't know we had a Shaq hater.
No, I like Shaq. Just thinking of career accomplishments and everything and how great Tim was. That's tough. I think they're really close. I don't know who's better or worse, but I think they're really close.
They're both ridiculously good. You're
And
splitting.
they both
we're
had
splitting,
great coaches in their
Great
championship.
coaches.
So
I just-
we're splitting hairs.
I think
whenever we're
Shaq did
talking
it by
top
himself. I think
10.
Shaq could do it by himself. I don't think Tim could. Right? We seen what happened
Shaq
after.
did not do it by himself ever.
He did.
I think he balled. Yeah, he did.
made
He
it to-
balled.
Okay.
He made it to the finals
Stats.
without him. Yeah.
But he did not win a championship by himself.
He didn't win a championship
Well,
by
yeah,
himself.
and that's
but he
hard.
made it to the finals
And
without.
Tim
that's
didn't
what-
either. Tim didn't either.
I
but-
think that kind of says something to me. Like if you make it to the finals, like when you're young in your career like that, that shows how special and talented you really are. Like when you don't have the coach, when you don't have the scheme, and you know, LeBron had that. There's plenty of players throughout history that have made it to the finals, and they either had to go somewhere else to win eventually, or they just never won again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they do and they carry a team, that says a lot to me. I mean, it's not a championship. I get it, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But that says a lot to me if you can carry a team to that. And I've always wondered, and it's even a 30 for 30. I've always wondered what could have happened had he stayed with Orlando with Penny Hardaway, and Penny Hardaway stay healthy too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they were two very special players. Obviously, Kobe is obviously a legend, so that isn't what I'm saying. But what Penny could have been without
Fuck,
having
I don't even think about that. I think about what if the NBA had let freaking Chris Paul go to the Lakers back in the day.
Yeah.
That would have sucked for the Lakers. So, quick question though.
Yep.
Hater.
Dr. J is never mentioned in this shit anymore, and that pisses
That's
me
true.
off. Fucking Dr. J. Dr. J was so good. When you talked about freak athletes, where did they
Yes.
even put him on that list?
He's number 16.
God, that's
So,
4
I
NBA
think-
MVPs. I think he had like 5 ABA MVPs.
I'm with you. I think the ABA gets held up against it. I really do. Whenever you talk
Yeah.
about that, like his stats didn't translate over to the NBA score. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
so his stuff is set behind, and by the time he was NBA, or they bought out or whatever, he was like in the prime, but towards the end of his prime. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the
Yeah.
beginning to the end of his prime. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
he's one of those
he is
cats that
ridiculous.
when
yeah.
people that live through it talk about him, it's almost mythical.
Yeah.
You know, like the shit he could do.
Yep.
So I just
Well, they
feel he's too
have
low.
him, but hold on, maybe this will upset you. Well, just below Julius actually is Kevin Durant at 17.
Oh, I'm
But-
so mad.
No, not that. No, not that. Who they have ahead of Julius?
Oh boy.
Karl Malone, who's never won a championship either.
Ooh, yeah.
And he had arguably one of the best point guards of all time.
Yep.
Whether you like John or you don't,
Right, whether you like
He
passing
has-
or not.
right? But
yeah.
he has the most assists by a mile.
Right.
In his career, and he's like top three or five in steals career too. So he's not a slouch, but he's actually ahead of Julius and Kevin Durant.
You know what helps him? Michael Jordan.
Because okay,
That the only
yeah.
reason people think he did not win a finals is because of MJ.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he literally faced off.
And they
against
were
them.
literally this close to
That
it.
close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, yep. But they have on this list I got. They have Dwayne Wade way down there too. So that doesn't make any sense either.
Oh.
They have John Stockton at 31.
I think the 10 is right. Oh, except for one player. And
Where's Dwayne Wade?
We didn't even talk about that. They have fucking, and I think he's a top 10 player, and we just forgot about him. I don't know where the hell he's gonna go.
Uh-oh.
Akeem Olajuwon. He's number 12 on here, and he's arguably in the conversation for the best center of all time too. Especially
yeah.
these centers today, and players today still go to this man
Right.
to work on their footwork.
Yeah, LeBron did.
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have Dwayne Wade at 25, behind Dirk, behind
Ew. What?
Chuck, behind Kevin Durant or Kevin Garnett.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Behind Kevin Garnett, I don't know. We can remake this list for this website. at some
But
point.
the one thing I'll give you credit for is you said the top 15 is really the top 10, but with some outliers that could be in the top 10 if you argue
Yeah.
it. I
The
think
top
that's
15
totally
could be
fair.
in the top 10.
Yeah.
I think exactly what I think it's splitting hairs when you start.
Yeah.
It's like you're literally, hey, you remember that time when you missed the final shot of Game 3 of the finals? It's shit.
You
like
lost
that.
2 spots.
Yeah,
So,
you lost 2
yeah.
spots. So
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why I think, and that's also my point. Bill's my point. I think that's the reason why that NBA Finals MVP is that much bigger than what you
I
you
do.
think. In your mind, you already thought he was. But for anybody else that's having the conversation,
Right, 'cause
that hardware helps.
Yeah, exactly. Because how we're holding on to all these hardware, the guys that played in 1960, right? That nobody shot a 3-pointer. So yeah, I think that
I don't know if Kobe. I don't know if
time.
Kobe would have been top 10 had he not won another championship without Shaq.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Let's say
Yeah.
let's say the rest of the
It's not.
accolades were there,
Yep.
but he was still missing that championship or
one.
two. He got 2.
Yeah.
He had 2 after he left, but. If he wouldn't have gotten those,
Yeah, but
he wouldn't be
let's
top
be
10.
fair though, that the Lakers team was still stacked, but
It was.
Yeah.
Well, they had a
They had
damn
a
good team.
damn
They had
good
one of
team.
the
And
best
the best
coaches of all
coaches.
time.
Yeah.
No,
They had
no.
a damn
They
good
had
team,
the
but
best
yeah.
coach of all time.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Popovich was a close 2 now.
Yeah.
Closer to. Closer
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
calm down there. Closer to.
Yeah.
Let's keep this ball rolling. Well, make sure we're all
Miles might have something to say.
Yeah. Are we staying in the NBA?
LeBron James is not number 2 on
God
that
damn
fucking
it.
list.
God damn
NBA.
it. Just keep going.
basketball.
Oh, did you just cut me off on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh.
just said he's not number 2.
Yeah.
You better mean he's number 1.
No, he should not be number 2,
30,
1 or
35.
2. No,
Where you putting him, Miles? All right.
I'm
we
just
can
trying
find-
to get at Jimmy.
All
here.
right. Miles
But
is-
Our viewers are about to see their very first blanket party.
I'm about to see my third. I don't like LeBron James being number 2.
Doesn't matter if you like it.
Oh, but you just argued why somebody shouldn't be on there, so I can't argue mine.
No, I didn't say you can argue it, but you're like
Miles giving
give
Jimmer
some-
some of his
Hold
old
on,
his
hold on.
fucking own shit.
I'm like, first off, go ahead and say it. You're gonna show how stupid you are, because even LeBron haters know that he's number 2 all time.
No, I got Wilt.
'Cause that's the whole- that's
I
the-
got Wilt in front of him.
Why?
You got Wilt at number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
Why?
Christ.
Why not?
That isn't an answer.
Yeah.
All right, now we move on.
Dude, I was loving it because literally Jimmer does that shit all the time. This is what I think. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So I was loving it until that's what you come up with.
I was like,
Okay.
who the fuck is Wilt?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
No, I was just trying to give
you had
you
something
I was
better
just
for
trying
that.
to, I was trying to get
right.
you go.
I was gonna say even LeBron haters know that he's number 2 all
No,
time.
he is.
Yeah.
He is.
You know the where they get
This
offended
dude had
is
literally
taking-
dragged a shitty Cavaliers team to the finals.
No, he did.
Fucking to
Yeah.
run into the Spurs
did.
fucking
Right.
dynasty. But God, dude.
Hold on, smack face first.
Oh, yeah. Sweat like a fucking.
But
oh, yeah.
But I do have to be 100% honest.
Massive kudos to Tim Duncan, who went and talked to him after that. Like, hey,
You're
keep
the
your head
future.
up. You're
Yeah.
the future, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't let this deter you.
Yeah, dude.
4-0.
We're just out here freaking.
Slaying
LeBron James will never be number 1. Never.
All right. Hey, Miles, here's a question. If you had a choice,
Okay.
would you lose half your girth or half your length?
Half my length. If I lose half my girth, we're looking at a pinky.
Respect.
What if you? Well, that's not a very good.
I guess tomorrow
comparison. That's not a
once-
very good comparison. Some people may have like sausages for fingers.
Yeah, no shit.
A pinky could be pretty big.
Miles,
actually,
so then it's a little like this. You just kind of
You're
you-
bumping.
you just
Yeah.
bump- Bumping?
Do you see this
You're
pinky?
bruising hip bones together.
I'm talking about my pinky, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Put two of them together. Give us a visual.
diversion. I see what you did there, Danny. I see what you
Miles,
did
I'm just
there.
trying to keep you involved. We talked about this the other night, man. So
Oh,
yeah,
I'm-
just
I'm
how do
involved.
you
Just
even-
grinding hip bones, freaking the vibration of the hip bones rubbing together. You're-
That's not normal?
You're scissoring.
That's not normal?
yeah, it's 2 lesbians at that point.
She said she'll... Never mind.
She said she finished. Yeah, she lying.
It counts.
She lying.
It
So
counts.
she loves you. That's a keeper.
So in my
Marry her.
in my vows tomorrow, would you...
Don't give it away. You
would-
fuck.
Yeah, come on. Bad juju.
No. I was like, would you rather me lose half my length or half my girth?
If we come down to it,
She's like, you have none to give.
yeah. She's like, honey, if I'm being real honest,
She's like, you could fuck up your face a little bit more. It's already fucked up enough.
I just want you to know when you're not around.
yeah, I'm calling Norris. Sorry.
Hey,
His garage doors were opened.
here's the deal. If you guys ever want to feel real bad about yourselves, we need to get all the wives on to answer that question. Would you rather him lose? And that's when they all say none of it.
Like, hold on.
How about, hold on. All 3 of us right now. You have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Text your wife that question.
How about
right
we call him?
Okay.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You want to call him?
Yeah.
Rio, call Allie.
Yeah, I
Go
can
ahead.
call all the girls and put them on together, I think.
Can you?
Oh my
I
god!
think I
If
can
you
three-way
do
them
this-
all.
Oh, we're doing this.
I think I can three-way all the ladies.
They have to answer.
Hey,
Do this.
hey, babe. I got.
Put it on speaker, Miles.
Okay.
Miles going first, Rio.
Hey, you're on the.
That's in our ear.
Oh, okay.
All right, hey, Allie, just hang on there for a second. I'm adding people to a call. I want y'all to answer a question for us, okay?
Oh no.
Oh yes, baby girl. Oh
Yeah, very
yes.
good.
All right, where's
Go ahead.
the
okay,
phone?
babe.
Hold on.
anything because there's too many people talking.
Whoa, you need to calm down there. Hey, so if I could lose half my length or half my girth, which one would you choose?
Hey, Leah. Hold on. Hold on. Let me merge these calls real quick. We're putting you into a merge call. Allie.
Neither.
Yeah.
Choose one.
Say you have to choose one.
You have to choose one.
All right. We have Allie, right?
Uh-huh.
We have Leah, right?
You choose more.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
All
We
right.
got to add one more.
We
I don't
gotta
know if I
add
have
Sam.
Sam's number.
Tell her we'll call her.
515.
Hold on.
I'll give you the number.
She chose.
We got the females on the line, right?
I'm not gonna put it on the podcast.
Okay, yeah. So give me
Hold
515.
on. We'll do this. We don't want to do that. There you
Fuck. Yeah, that's right.
8000.
800. Unsolved mysteries.
Tales from the
We may have
crypt.
to text her.
She might ignore it. Yeah, we'll see.
Text her and tell her answer this phone call.
Hello.
Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Good. What's up?
Hold on. I'm
You guys-
merging this call, and we have Allie, Leah, and you on the phone. Is everybody here? Leah, Allie, Sam,
Yes.
right?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are live on the podcast right now.
Oh, finally.
yeah.
We have a serious question.
we have a very serious
I'm
question for our
scared,
ladies.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shoot this question to you. Okay.
Hey, hold on. What's
hold
your
on.
wife doing?
She said neither.
She said
Give her-
she
give her-
chose
give her-
or.
Well, we can't. Don't give it up yet. Don't give it up yet.
Yeah, I can
Give
add
the
her to
number.
the call.
Yeah, give her the number.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. We're gonna add.
We're gonna add.
We're gonna add Miles' wife tomorrow to this call.
Jessica.
Hey,
How many people can you get on a phone call?
I don't know, but you need to beat that kid.
Yeah, whoever. Throw him down some stairs, Allie. Let's get that quiet.
Jesus. You text her, tell her, or she just
Yeah,
answered.
she might not answer. Oh, she did.
What do you want, Rio?
All right, she did.
Wait a minute.
No, I can make the kitty cry.
All right,
You
here we
wanna wake him
go.
up?
Hey, ladies,
All right, ladies, we're all on.
Okay.
this is a serious question.
Serious question
are
for
we
all of you.
Are we on 3 gig right now? Is
Yes,
this what's going on?
yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
it's a merged call with all four of the wives.
We're all here.
Like I shouldn't have answered the phone.
Hi, ladies. I was wondering it was triple. I said it
All right.
was
I
me
see
before.
Rio's
All right.
number, his
Very-
name. I'm like, what?
Very
All right.
serious question.
All right, Leah's going first because Jimmer's asking.
Yep. If you had to,
If your husband had to.
if your husband had to, you get to choose though. They have to give up half their girth or half their length. Which way you going?
Leah, you're first.
Oh,
Leah, that's you.
Length.
No, you can't pass.
Length.
No,
She said length.
Oh, length.
I didn't
Okay.
say pass.
Oh,
I said
okay.
length.
Oh, length. Okay. All right. All right.
She like that girth.
oh God.
she'll take Stumpy.
Into with the tuna
It'll
noodle
work.
can.
It'll work.
It'll work. All
Love
right,
you,
Oh
Miles.
my God.
All right,
Miles.
all right, Jessica. Half my length or half my girth.
Length. I had to choose one.
All right,
All right,
next up,
Allie.
Stumpy.
That's a confident. Why am I last?
Because it's her anniversary. So
It's
you
your
guys-
It's your
anniversary.
anniversary.
You get to think about it.
Yes, happy anniversary.
'cause you're-
Oh, thank you.
Because you're literally about to take half of one of them later. So
Yeah.
you better choose wisely.
Jesus
True
Christ.
that. True that.
Allie, what do you got?
Allie, what do you got?
I'm gonna have to say length.
Okay. All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
yeah, he's like,
probably,
all right,
yep. Okay. Hey, it's Sam. What do
Here
we
go,
got for
Sam.
Danny?
What do you got?
I mean, I'm for length also.
That's,
They just want this girth.
They just want
They want to get bored out. They want to
wait.
get stretched.
With all due respect, they want to
Hold
get
on.
stretched.
Hold on. I got something to say.
all right,
Okay,
Miles.
go ahead, Miles.
Myles, please educate us.
Oh God.
Uh,
Shouldn't you be getting ready for your wedding?
I'm marrying somebody, and girth matters, and I have none.
Oh my God.
Hold on. In Jessica's defense, I'm going to give that to her right now, and that's the reason why she can't afford for you to give up half of that girth.
Yeah.
That's what the
what
choice
it
is.
is.
No,
That's what the
no,
choice
no.
Oh my God.
You're
She-
not.
right.
She's like, you can knock the bottom out, but you can't hit the sides, baby boy.
No, you're not following what I'm saying. Everybody's wife chose length, so now I'm realizing girth does matter.
I got a thin dick. All right.
Hey, we love you, ladies.
Yes.
Thanks for participating.
Oh my God.
Thank you for jumping on for a quick second.
Hey, how'd you know that was?
I believe this was our first
Yes.
conversation on your podcast.
Yes.
How'd you
Many
know that
more
was
to come.
Rio
Many more.
calling?
Yeah, that's true.
Excited.
Oh yeah. Hey, you
right.
hush your mouth. You have a good night,
Only the
ladies.
you only bring the wives in for the serious stuff.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
Damn right.
This
That's
is
science,
This
science.
is very serious shit.
It was
Hey,
for
one more.
science.
Hey, one more before your
right, one
for
more.
Sam, but for the anniversary here.
All right.
Here we go.
Are
Oh,
you
God,
are you
Sam.
gonna have him spread peanut butter on bread before tonight starts?
Yeah.
Do you want to watch me make a sandwich?
Are you hitting the Christian loophole tonight?
Jesus.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to y'all later. Thank you.
Awful.
Oh, motherfuckers need Jesus.
Jesus.
The Christian loophole?
You never heard that?
That's fucking awesome.
I love it.
My daddy says we can't. He didn't say not this.
We got to call him more often. That was actually.
We do.
That was a good
that
time.
was fucking hilarious.
This is the first question we get.
Yeah,
Hold
that was
on.
the first
Yes.
question
that's
they
fair.
get.
Actually, this is very serious shit right here. So
Yeah.
we needed that. I like that idea. I love it. Davidson. Hey, I'm
Hey, with all due respect.
baby girls. She must think I got enough length to give up half. Either
Yeah,
that,
dude,
or she's
whatever.
like,
we out there
what?
grinding hip bones.
Oh, she's at this point. She's like, well, half of 4 is only 2. I can deal
Right.
with that, but I can't.
Right. She's like, I got a toy. We can supplement.
Sam just texted me. She goes, the Christian loophole?
She's like, what is that? I was
What
like,
the
we're about to
fuck?
find out.
We're about to find out
Yeah.
tonight.
Hey, no, I'll show. Danny's like, I'll show you. Don't
I'll
worry.
show you.
I'll
I'll show you where it
in a couple
is.
hours. Here we go.
Davidson to retire Steph Curry's number 30 in August ceremony following his graduation.
I thought they
Boom.
did that. No, okay. Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know he went back and got his degree, finished his degree. So I saw that, and I swear they did it. But yeah, that's cool.
I'm surprised.
That's a Christian school, right?
Davidson?
It's I don't know about that. I know it is a small school, but
I think it's a public school.
I was just gonna say he knew about the loophole too.
Oh, he probably does.
He
Aisha
probably does.
takes care
Aisha
of
is a
business.
freak.
I just-
for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
She actually, they probably spin that around on who's Christian
That's true.
loopholes getting it.
True.
Hoofda.
Ugh.
Hoofda.
McCarthy was fined $100K, and the Cowboys were docked an organized team activity for 2023 for holding practices that were deemed too physical by the NFL. The organization was not fined, unlike the first time in
I
2021.
was gonna say, yeah, we got it the second time. So, yeah, I don't understand, but
I don't know what too physical is. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly don't know
What is
what
it?
that, like, could that be like two players went a little too hard? Like, I don't know.
yeah, did they let them wear pads and they weren't supposed to? I don't know.
Probably. So evidently, and I didn't know this. I really didn't. Evidently, they review tape. Every practice is recorded.
Mhm.
And I'm not talking about recorded for the Cowboys.
Right,
Or
it's for
any-
NFL.
It's for the NFLPA.
Yeah.
And they go over it. And they found not a discrepancy, but
Do you speaking of? I mean, you brought it up, but is that in your notes? NFLPA with Deshaun Watson.
no.
Oh, so I come out. The NFLPA is planning to, if the NFL hands down a suspension, is to fight for Deshaun Watson for a non-suspension, and they're bringing to the table actions of Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft, and Washington Commanders.
The-
Snyder.
The whole bringing cheerleaders
Yes.
out. Yeah.
Yep. And that's what they're bringing to the table if he gets suspended.
It's totally
They're gonna
fair.
fight for him.
That is 1,000% fair. I'm not saying
Yep.
that the dude shouldn't get, but if you're arguing a case,
Yep.
that's exactly what you should be bringing.
Yeah.
Hold on. Lead by example, gentlemen. Our owners are out here doing this, and this.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. And as soon as they said that, I was like, "Fuck!" That's a good case right there.
Yeah. I'm surprised it took them that long to use that type of thing. And Oh, they just needed a freaky incident, and they got one.
But hey, when it comes to the practice, they need to practice harder. We've only seen injuries go up
The
since they decided.
soft tissue
yeah,
ones,
exactly.
especially.
Yes.
Yeah, we've only seen that. So it's like if you're literally looking out for the player's best interest, you need to let them go harder
Yeah,
more.
how many injuries? I mean, we're there, but I mean, you have to because they're not ready for it.
Right.
You know, you have your starters sitting out. They walk through basically that first half of the preseason game, and they sit the whole time, and then you wonder why they tear shit week 1.
And they're lessening the number of preseason games,
Yeah.
which they could even play in.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
You got something there?
I was just gonna say, I can't believe you guys were like shocked that every practice is filmed. Bill.
Yeah, I got some soft tissue.
No. I know every practice is filmed. I was shocked that there was like one filmed directly
Like
for
monitoring it.
Monitoring.
Yeah, it's basically a
monitoring.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm not talking about everything's filmed.
I was just letting you know, Bill Belichick's been doing that to other teams for years.
He was ahead of the curve.
True.
He was ahead of the curve.
It's like, no, it's for science. I swear.
Hey, speaking of which, I did see that the Rams are very confident in signing Odell.
Yeah, Odell.
You guys have like endless salary cap.
We have
right?
$7 million left.
Bro, he's going to the Packers.
That doesn't matter. He's going to have to get paid. He said that, too.
He's going to the Packers, I think. Packers, they have a need that's there 100%. You still get to play with Aaron Rodgers, a good quarterback. That's where I think
That's
he's going.
where you're calling it?
That's where I'm calling. I think
You got anywhere
the big
else other
need,
than that? Before he finishes his
Now,
thought?
between those two, I think.
I do.
I mean, unless the Rams come with something like stupid, a number.
Okay,
he's going to the
I'm saying
Packers.
if he doesn't go to the Rams,
He's
you're
going
picking the
Packers.
Packers.
Yep.
Where if he doesn't,
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We do have the cap. We do
Yep.
have the cap space.
Look at him; he's getting his dick hard.
That would be awesome, but yeah, I don't think that happens.
No, if the Rams can't get it done, I'm almost 100% sure it's Cowboys.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes to play under the lights.
That's 100% true.
And they got the money.
That's why he went to L.A., though, too.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so let's put a kick in the nuts on it. 1, 2.
Kicking the
Yeah,
nuts.
you get to wear a cup, but we kick each other as hard as we can.
So you
Wait, hold on. You can't say yes. You're not in this.
No. I'm thinking about like I'm.
Oh,
like
okay to his answer.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm not doing no bets like that.
Okay.
I got to lose. I mean, you can take half my length, I guess.
If you're
She is. I'll take half your girth.
if you're talking salary cap, that's where if you're playing legit salary cap, that is. I'm sitting there thinking of teams that you could possibly go to, and the first one that jumps out besides the Packers. So I'm going to play contrarian because you guys already called the Packers. Okay, I'm going to go to the Titans
No.
because
No.
they need a receiver.
He wouldn't do that
They
to
do.
A.J. Brown.
They do need, but they don't throw it enough.
That when you're getting
Or
paid,
the-
They
Hold
don't.
on.
They don't
Hold on,
throw
hold
it
on.
enough. He's not going to get enough targets.
I don't think
For what he
He
wants.
wants to get paid too.
No.
Right, but for what if they're
I'm
not
saying-
paying AJ Brown, they're not paying him.
Yeah. And
No, they're not. Odell, do we think Odell is going to get anywhere in the market of
Well,
AJ
no,
Brown?
but I'm just saying what Odell wants.
So I understand that, but I think he knows by this point. Otherwise, he already been signed. He's going to be like a $20 million.
Well, no, he
total
wants to
contract
win
less.
too. He wants to win. Too.
And he would win.
And he
with-
wants to
and
get
he'd-
his money.
And he'd win with the Titans.
Oh,
He
no,
would be
no.
the
No, he's
receiver.
not.
No,
he's not.
you guys are
He's
looking.
not winning with
You
the
guys are
Titans.
looking at
I
it the
didn't-
wrong way. He's getting
What are you
offers.
talking about? Not winning?
He's not
getting
winning with the
offers.
Titans.
Winning what?
He's not like
A
you're not a
title?
serious contender in the with the Titans.
How are you not?
I just don't.
You got to get to the dance, and they do that consistently.
Rio,
Yes, because
come
they
on,
played in
come
the
on.
softest division.
No,
Won the softest
no,
division.
no, you can't say that.
And now it's going to be one. Now it's harder. The Colts are way better.
I understand they
You
are.
know?
I get with you. I'm with you. But do we actually see the Titans not getting at least 9 wins?
They'll always be in the playoffs.
Probably a 10-win team still. So you just need to get to the dance. And if he has that much confidence in himself, maybe he believes he's
the
what
guy
they are
to set
missing.
him over, maybe. I guess.
No.
And they have a need. He would get the targets. The 20 passes a game need to go somewhere.
I'm telling you, that's wrong.
No, I think
Go
he
ahead.
wants to go to a
Go
team
ahead.
that'll throw.
He wants it. He wants it. What do you got?
He's not going to go to the Titans.
Yeah, I don't think he won't.
It's literally 3 teams. That's it. There's
yeah.
no other team.
I don't know
in the
about that,
running.
but he's not going to Tennessee.
I hope and pray. I do see
He could end up in the
possibly
Chiefs, too.
Chiefs.
yeah.
Um,
Because he also wants to get to the dance and play. He didn't get to finish out that game, man.
Yeah.
And he would have won MVP.
yes. Yeah, he would.
He was on pace for sure. Yeah.
Oh, no, he would have won.
No,
easily.
there's no
They
question.
had to
He
go. They
would have
had
had
to
it.
force feed Cooper. You remember that? They
Yeah.
had to force
Yeah.
feed him because they had no one else. But Odell was having a special day, like that
He did.
all
He
time.
started, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Andrew,
no,
I'm with you.
no,
I, think
no,
he would've
I
had
don't.
it.
I don't know about that. I think he's looking for an easy route into the playoffs.
That's the
probably
Titans.
trying to. I don't think it's a tie. I don't think that's an easy route and legitimate, right? I think Packers, I think they're probably legitimate to win the division at least. Dangerous always with Aaron Rodgers back there. I think also that's another factor, the type of quarterback that is back there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Kansas City makes sense, but the division's so tough now, it's not even a guarantee to make the playoffs, right?
Okay.
So, Rams, I think with the division's not the greatest.
Then the Bills.
Ooh, I like that.
You're going down
I
a
do
loophole.
like that, actually.
If you're going to go that far, then let me reiterate here. Rams.
We didn't go that far.
No, Rams, Packers, Cowboys. Damn, I just lost it. It was going to be great.
Bills.
No. Bengals.
No.
They already
that
have
won't
too
happen.
many.
They have too many
They have
receivers.
too many. They have too
They'll
many.
take an all-pro
Yeah.
lineman still, and they stockpiled on those. They would
Yeah.
take that before that.
I think
He
they're
go
not
to
going
the
to.
Browns before there.
Yeah, they're not going to upset the
Take the
chemistry
shot?
and
Yeah.
the stuff they have.
Yeah, actually, they would. He said he was open to going
Yeah.
back there.
You ready
I mean,
for this one, Danny?
How about the Browns?
He did say that he was hoping
You
to go
ready?
back there.
The Vikings.
No, it's not.
No, he won't. No.
He-
Not with Kirk back there.
I
don't
love
think.
you, but that's not going to happen.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
and
my. That's my.
and legitimate
That
legitimate
wouldn't
to
hurt my
win.
feelings, though.
Well, no, but legitimate to win.
So
it's no guarantee.
I think we found a way more. I think he was very immature early on in his career. I think that
offensive coordinator's there.
I know, but then it hung over his head, or not hung over his head. We had the image of it when he went to Cleveland,
Rams
and
offensive
actually he had
coordinator's there.
grown. And everybody in the locker room has always said that, except for the thing
Yeah.
with Baker, right?
He needs that spotlight though too.
Yeah.
I think there's like
You will with Kirk, the
85% chance
MVP?
he stays with LA.
Get out of here.
I'm going to give you a high, like 85% chance he stays.
Yeah.
Salary cap's bullshit. They've proven it over and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah.
They're going to figure out a way to pay
for
him.
how
He'll stay
long
there.
exactly? For how long he has been on the market?
Mm-hmm.
That percentage to back to LA to the Rams is
Went
getting
up.
bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
and
I think
bigger.
it's 60-40 Rams or Packers. I don't think Cowboys are in play. We have the cap space after the whole L come off the books and stuff. And Dalton Schultz taking the tag, right? So plenty of cap space. I don't think that's the move either. I think it's re-signing with the Rams, and I think it comes down to money. I think that's what's going on there. And then if he doesn't, I think Packers, because obvious need. Aaron Rodgers is always going to keep you in the game and keep you in the hunt, at least into the playoffs.
Yep.
So
I don't think we said really any bad choices. That
Tennessee was bad.
Tennessee was, but yeah.
Don't. I'm telling you. Just
No,
don't be shocked if it were to.
He wouldn't.
He wants the balls.
What do you
He
mean
just
he
didn't
wouldn't
throw
do?
enough.
You can't say he wouldn't do that to AJ Brown. He's going. If they offer him money, he will go, gentlemen. So that can't be the excuse.
No,
Now whether
he wants
they
the targets.
pay. Now whether no.
Oh,
no.
I have more.
He wants the money
I have more
No,
than
that
that.
too. But he wants the
and the
targets.
potential and the potential to play in there. So they still have the shot. You brought up one team that can legitimately compete in that division with them, and that's the Colts.
Hey,
They were a
hey,
quarterback
wait,
away from-
Wait, breaking news.
Shut up.
0% chance of OBJ going to the Titans.
Breaking. ESPN
Your
says Adam
Jaguars
Schefter.
are going to be better this year too, bud.
They are.
So
the
10 wins is not guaranteed.
Well, they're not going to have a coach kicking
I understand
players.
that, but I'm saying we didn't name like any bad ones. I think I actually could see him with the Bills too, but
That's
a
actually
little
an
cold.
intriguing
That's
it's
actually,
cold for
that's
him.
pretty
but-
damn cold up there
I
too.
mean, he would follow Von Miller. Why not?
it's basically New York, right?
Right.
Like
You're basically
spotlight.
New York.
I like that one.
with Josh Allen too.
I like that one.
which will
Josh
bring you that
Allen, who's the
spotlight.
bomb. Who's
Stephon on the opposite side.
Stephon Diggs. You have who's that kid who got like 5 touchdowns in that game? Isaiah McKenzie.
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I'm not saying he's a stud, but I mean he was a nice piece.
Dog.
Yeah.
And then you go in and
Dog.
be part of an offense that was balling out. Yeah,
Oh,
okay. I mean that was actually a better pick than the Titans, I believe.
I'm just saying the Titans need a one, and like
Yeah,
if it,
I
don't
get
be
that,
shocked
yeah.
if they swung for that,
I got the best game of the year.
and they would have saved probably
now.
$25 million over.
Well, I think
overall
every team that has should swing at the prices, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Bills versus Chargers will be the game of the year next year.
No, dude. I don't think so. I think that division's so good. I think we're gonna have multiple games in the AFC West that are just amazing.
Yeah.
If the Chargers don't make the playoffs, that coach needs to be fired, though.
No, don't say that about
I'm with you.
Staley.
Yeah,
I'm with
he
you.
fucked him last year.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
You can't. You do not take your
Yes.
time. Do not waste your time or waste this man's talent at Herbert. Do
Yes,
not.
do
Like
not.
we're not going to sit here and do
Nope.
this shit. If you can't get this figured out,
Or
we're
the team.
moving
You
on.
finally had a
The team
fucking
is
healthy
so
team
good.
is
The
stacked,
team was
too.
actually healthy for
Yeah.
once, and
Yeah.
you fucked it down the
and
drain.
you fucked it down the drain.
Yep.
It was right there.
Are you forgetting what he did before that?
Don't care.
What do you do for that?
For
I
who?
don't know.
The Chargers? Nothing.
No, when he came from the Rams,
Don't care.
He had the
Don't care.
number 1 ranked defense.
Doesn't matter. He hasn't done anything as the head coach. That's what we're talking about. He can go back to being defensive coordinator. Do you think he'd want to take a back seat and stay with the Chargers as a defensive coordinator?
Yeah, Rams had a lot of pieces on that on that defense.
I know
too.
that. I know that.
But you look good when all your players are good.
I'm stating you're giving him 1 more year and then done.
No.
Yeah, that team is so talented.
This
so
year.
talented.
If they
and
don't
if
make
he fucks
this
it
year,
up-
he
yeah.
only has
He
He has
year.
this year, and if he fucks it up,
And
again.
then you fire him if he does it after this year.
and I think it's
If he's the reason.
possible.
If he's the reason.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
there's plenty of examples
Okay, if
this
he's
last
the
year.
reason. If he's
Yeah,
the
he was the reason last
He
year
was
that
the
they were out.
reason that they
Yes.
got bounced out of those.
Yep.
Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes says he was surprised by Tyreek Hill's critical comments.
Mm-hmm.
Hill suggested recently on his podcast that the Chiefs and Mahomes might struggle without him, that he was underused last season in Kansas City.
That was the wildest fucking thing I said.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
He led
They
the team-
only schemed around you and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, you had 111 receptions. By the way, led the team. That's weird. With 111. He also said Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is more accurate passer than Mahomes.
That's dog
Yeah, like
shit.
10 yards and short, maybe, but
I don't even know that.
I agree with Patrick Mahomes. He said something about maybe he's just trying to get shit for his podcast content.
Yeah, he did. He's like, I don't know why you say that. I'm still friends with him. He kind of went down that route with it.
God damn it, Notre Dame blew Texas out.
I think if I was in that situation, I'm talking up my quarterback though. You know,
Well,
that's,
yeah,
that's the guy that.
But he didn't have to
gave you the
shit
ball.
on Patrick Mahomes.
No,
either.
he didn't have to shit on Mahomes. Mahomes.
no.
Mahomes isn't. The only thing I agree with him on in that whole damn thing is Mahomes is very superhero-esque, and we're going to see something dominant for so many years, right? And I'm not fighting that in any way, shape, or form. But he is not the most accurate passer. And a lot of people forget that just because he dominates with like his stats. If you look,
Yeah.
he had freak athletes or the best at their possible best at their position.
Danny said it the best. It's almost like they played backyard ball for offense. It was a broken play, right? His line so bad he's running, and then you have one of the fastest guys ever. So when he's breaking his route off, he's just speeding past guys. Yeah. Then you have Travis Kelce, one of the best, arguably the best tight end in the game, who can just sit in a soft spot. Yeah, you're gonna look good.
Yeah.
And he's accurate, right? So yeah, he fucking.
But he may be correct on the Tua being more accurate. He's obviously going to find out real quick that he is a.
Yeah, he
he's
can't
gonna
run by
catch that
everybody.
after 25.
Right, you
yards.
can't
He
run
better
by
be ready.
everybody and expect him to hit you. But yeah,
Right. He's going to find out there's a little different arm strength between these two quarterbacks that you're going to need, no matter how accurate you are.
Oh yeah.
The NFL fined Commanders coach Ron Rivera $100K and stripped the team of 2 OTA practices in 2023 for conducting excessive contact in spring drills. Also,
Yeah, I don't know.
I saw an interesting thing. I know you are gonna definitely appreciate it. It actually reminded me because the Commanders, the 2 teams that led the NFL in attendance by percentage last year.
the Vikings.
The Vikings and the Chiefs tied at
Last year, and they suck that bad still.
104.5%. So over capacity.
to-
Cowboys were not that good actually in that one. I was surprised.
That's because they've got like
they-
300,000 seat fucking
They do,
stadium.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's hard to
that thing
see
is
300,000.
insane. Yeah.
Actually, the Rams did pretty damn well in this.
That's because
Hold on.
I know you're
everybody
going.
else's team.
No,
was
the
there,
Chargers, that theirs was decent, and we know why.
Yeah.
But the Rams was actually pretty good. They actually did have a decent, okay fan base. Both New York teams were like in the low 90%.
And Washington
New York.
was dog shit. What was
And New York
Washington?
was like, yeah, exactly. In Washington, that's what made me strike it. It was like 64% or some shit.
Yeah.
64% of your stadium filled.
That's bad.
I
Their
mean,
their stadium is though run down.
It is.
How many videos
there
did we
was
see? of-
shit spewing
Yeah.
and water
So
spewing.
we're
The
coming
railing
out.
falling down, wasn't that Washington too?
No, that was the Eagles.
That was
Oh,
the
that was
Eagles,
Eagles, you're
but
right.
there was one that fell off. I swear
when
to God,
they were
at
walking
theirs.
out, right? The team was actually
No,
walking
that
out.
was the
Eagles one.
Eagles. That one was the Eagles.
But
The one-
they were freaking.
yeah.
Yeah,
the Ra-
that one.
the-
That one was the Eagles because it's Jalen Hurts that was helping
Yeah,
them
but
up.
the fans were freaking.
But
ramming that
but
thing.
there was one with something busting and someone getting hurt there at the Commanders too. That had something to do with like a railing too. But the one that you're talking about, that was the Eagles.
Okay.
Because I remember Jalen Hurts like helping them up.
That's
helping
what
the
it was.
dude
It was
up
Jalen
and-
Hurts, yeah.
But they were like pushing against it and like crazy too.
The Yankees expressed interest in playing in MLB's 2025 games in France. They're trying to launch their international series, which I'm surprised it took this long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and France is a weird one to go with.
Right, instead of like England or Japan or something, because
Or-
baseball is big in
Right. Well, that's why I'm saying South America, where all these players are coming from. Why wouldn't you? We're playing in
Cuba
the
or
Dominican. We're
something,
playing in
yeah.
Cuba. We're playing in
They are-
Mexico more. We're, you know, you go
They
to
are-
France was a weird one.
Right,
when I saw that.
they are trying some in Mexico too, by the way.
Yeah.
But New York, I think, is trying to go to do the France version.
Well, right, but like I mean,
I'm with you.
Cuba,
I'm with you, yeah.
Dominican. I mean,
Then
how
they
many-
well, if you're talking about Cuba and Dominican, then you probably have to build a stadium though.
probably yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These you don't. When you're talking like Mexico City, of course they have theirs, and then
Yeah.
those more sophisticated areas. So I'm with you. I mean, bring it to their
Well,
backyard.
it can't be that hard. Fucking, they build a one in Iowa, right? The Field of Dreams, whatever. So it can't
True.
be. They could
Oh,
pull
yeah.
one up.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
relatively
absolutely,
easily,
and actually decently inexpensive too.
right, yeah.
You know, like when it comes to that, and then you can sell the rights to TV to easily make your
Televised.
money times.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just like I was huge on watching that Field of Dreams game.
Yeah, dude, that was cool.
big. That was the nostalgia
Cool.
of that.
And the way they won, the White Sox won it
Yeah.
on the walk-off. Tim
On the
Anderson,
walk-off, yeah.
friggin' bomb.
Bomb into the field.
Yeah.
What was there in that game? Like 9 dingers or something like
Yeah, it
that.
was something crazy.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it was a good game and good feel.
When they played that, all I could think of was the movie Signs. Sorry, but yeah.
in the corner.
Well, I just thought of Kevin Costner coming out of the fucking corn was awesome. I thought that was cool.
Kevin Costner was in it?
Yeah.
The game, but yeah.
Yeah, he walked out to
Walked
the
out.
pregame of it.
Yeah, but the reason I was thinking of Signs is because when he comes out with the baseball bat, and never mind.
Yes, I get you.
Yeah, okay.
we get you.
All right.
20 players receive invitations to attend the 2022 NBA draft to sit in the green room.
There was one that I know you're happy about.
You know it, baby.
Yeah,
Keegan?
Yeah.
There is a very, very, very outside shot that he could go number 1.
He won't.
I understand. What did I just say? How many times did I say very? Do I need to say it another time so that you can...
I mean, you don't want to put
Get what I'm saying?
You put a wager on it?
No, they're talking about Chet
give you
Holmgren
10 to 1
falling down
odds.
because of... They're talking about Chet Holmgren falling down.
too
Orlando
His
has the number
frame.
1 pick.
Yeah.
His frame, and they don't need that.
Yeah, but they went with someone else besides.
Jabari.
Okay, yeah, Jabari. I was
Jabari.
going to say it was Jabari that was the
And
fit
then there's
for,
an outside third, but then they were talking Keegan for like the all around.
yeah.
It's only going to take.
Chance are pretty damn slim.
It's
Top 5 is where
He's top 5.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a stud.
It's only going to take one bong picture.
One bong picture drop.
Yep.
Not anymore.
No,
Oh, now they're cool with it.
it's
Yeah.
legal in like half the states.
Jeez.
Dude.
Right.
That guy.
Yeah, well, you know, touching on the draft or whatever, Mavs sent their pick away for Christian Woods, you know.
What are you thinking of that?
Dude, loving the trade. I think it's a perfect fit. He's better, right? They use Maxi Kleber as that kind of guy, the pick and pop and the go out for a 3 kind of guy. And he's better than him. I think maybe he's not as good a defender, but that's all right. I mean, he can work on that, but he's a 20 and 10 guy.
That's
Absolutely.
today's NBA. Not very
Exactly.
many people play defense.
Right,
anymore.
exactly.
So
He's
you
a-
need to be able to shoot
He's a
out
stud, big guy, 20 that can go 20 and 10 for you.
and shoot the outside shot. Like you're saying.
Shoot the
Yes.
outside shot. I think it was an awesome pick because if you think about it, some of those guys will probably get cut that we traded. That Boban. Who else was in it?
I forgot who the other one was.
Yeah, there's 2 more, I believe,
You guys-
and then
you-
the draft pick.
Yeah, you guys are coming back this year, and I know me and him were big on it. Tim Hardaway,
Yeah.
Tim
Junior
Hardaway.
coming back. I think that
He's
is
not the answer, but
It doesn't. No, that is a very.
I
very
think we win that.
nice piece.
It is. I think we win that series if he's healthy. I
Yep.
think.
being
I-
out there.
I think 60-40% we win that series. Yeah, I think I don't know what to do with Jalen Brunson. I like him. I don't like him as much as you do.
I do. I think you.
Stud.
I think you have like if you guys learn to, and that's honestly coaching. To tell you the guy down the street, that is coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Get them to play together in a way in which they both can succeed at the same.
That's what I
damn
miss,
time.
Carlisle.
I know,
You know,
and
he
get
was
them
an
to play
amazing
together
coach.
because you have a budding star right in front of you. Everyone's looking for number 2. You have yours in front of you. I don't know if I don't know if Kid can bring that out to where they both can exceed at the same time.
Luka has to be able to play without the ball. This is what LeBron never figured out how to do. If Luka can figure that out
early on in his career.
Exactly. Like in the next couple of years, that could be huge for them.
That's what I was saying. What I wanted all year is a true point guard that can take that out of his hands sometimes.
No, he has to have it. Not take it out.
I'm saying
I'm
run
with you.
Start the play.
I'm with you, but it's also in his head too. He also believes he has to. No, give me the fucking ball. That's also coaching too, where the coach is like, I told you to give him the ball.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to be strict with a guy, especially when he's young, when he's
Kid
so
has
moldable.
been. He has been.
Yeah, he has been.
So.
I want to see how he can get these two to. You have your star in front of you, and if you guys let him walk, that'd be one of your dumber mistakes.
I don't know because he did it when Luke was out. Tim Hardaway was out. He
showed,
had to score. He had to score.
Yeah,
somebody had to score.
Anybody could have, and he did though.
Yeah.
Anybody on your team could have scored that, but he did, and he exceeded it.
It's like a stat stuffer though.
It's not. And you won games with it.
Andrew Wiggins had to score when he played with Minnesota.
Yeah,
Kevin Love had to score.
I know what a stat stuffer is. You guys won with him.
I mean, I think he's better than that.
You guys won with him doing it. It wasn't a stat stuffing. You won with him doing it. And he also did it a game or two with your boy in the lineup. So that's the budding part. I said budding star. He's there if you have the coach to straighten that shit out.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Luka with the budding star. Okay.
Luka with a budding star.
Okay. I thought when you were talking budding star with Luka was what you're talking about.
No. Yeah, Jalen is a budding star.
I think he's getting there, yeah.
Like he needs a coach. And maybe Kid can be that. Need to show it.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to touch something real sensitive on him on here. Aljamain Sterling and TJ Dillashaw.
Aljamain getting his ass beat.
Bantamweight title
appreciate
fight.
You, baby, for winning me some bank.
Targeted for UFC 279. You have TJ ripping him up?
I have TJ ripping him up.
Yeah, you got a couple budding stars starting there.
I don't get it.
No.
Yeah,
sorry, what are you?
What show are you
Crickets.
on? Did you take your medicine?
We at After Dark already?
Hey, Danny.
Welcome to the Myles show.
Did you get that, Danny?
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny.
Aljamain, I must have got fucked up and bet on you, so you won me a lot of money, but I do think TJ is the guy of that division. He's
Just
come
get back on
his
those
belt.
eppies, buddy. Come on.
He's getting back. He had a good fight against a rising stud. I mean, he had a tough time with him, but I mean, shoot, he was out for how long? Ring rust is a real deal, and to take out a guy like that, I think, proved, he's definitely a stud. He's definitely the guy, I think, for sure.
Dillashaw?
Yeah, Dillashaw.
Yeah,
what do you got?
Dillashaw's going to wreck him. Yep.
Is that
it could end up being we're totally wrong, and turns out Sterling fucking changed some shit, and he is the guy.
Here's the thing.
I don't think so. I don't think
Dillashaw can wrestle.
Right.
Dillashaw can wrestle. He can strike. The
He can do
jiu-jitsu
everything.
basically cancel each other out.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think he's just
you
a
don't
better
have to sell
version.
Danny on it, especially the Aljamain
TJ's
part.
fast paced too.
Yeah, I think he's just a better version of Aljamain.
Yep. Okay, fair. I think he's going to beat him for sure.
Okay.
I'm just saying we were shocked as hell. We all, at least on the podcast,
Yeah.
Dude,
thought he was going to get
at some point I put a
So-
fuckload of money on Aljamain to fucking beat him. So.
Yeah. But that's called dumb luck.
No,
Hey,
no,
you were on-
we'll take
yeah,
it.
I did,
You
but
were
then
on the, I
that
understand
week
the
I
money.
bet Peter Yan. I didn't even realize it must have been. So they were supposed to fight, I think, 2 more times before that, and it ended up getting pushed back.
Yeah.
So I must have done it
earlier.
then. That just put it on him, but yeah.
Zabit Mogamed Sharapov. I think I got that one. Retiring from MMA with a 6-0 UFC record.
Fake news.
Why do you say that?
I think he's pushing for bigger fights. He hasn't been getting them.
He hasn't fought since 2019.
Because everybody they're giving him is shit, right? And he wants bigger fights. So I'm wondering if he's doing so. What's his name?
Also, go ahead and do it.
This
Go ahead and do it.
Budding star.
budding star.
Because they did bring up like he's one of their bright spots.
Zabit's
too.
a stud,
Shoot.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Gosh, Mexican fighter. He knocked Korean Zombie out with like 2 seconds left when he was losing the fight. Pantera, something. That's his nickname.
Okay.
He did the same shit, right? He's like, I'm retiring. Fuck it, I'm done. Whatever. UFC cut him. And then there were some behind the scenes deals, and then he comes in, he gets a fucking high level fight.
Okay.
I can see this shit going the same way. He's been offered a couple fights, but they're like lower fights. They're not giving him anybody high. So I'm wondering if this is that play.
Okay.
You know.
That's a really good call because Zabit's a stud, man.
He's a stud. There's no reason. He's relatively young still,
He's 27.
So
yeah, he's like 27.
Yeah, there's no reason to, except for, like I said, I've seen a few offers, and he's like, no, like that doesn't do anything for me. You know?
Right.
Maybe it's like Kazmat. Like people just don't want to fight him, and so they're giving him who will fight him, and that's all that's out there. You know what I mean? So maybe that's a move. He's in his best interest. Take it
right, and UFC does play hardball, right? Nagano, he's like, I don't want to fight. I want to fight, John Jones, whatever. I'm not. Well, we're going to strip you. I'll fight, and then I get hurt, now I'm going to be out. So, UFC does like to play hardball, and like I said, we've seen it before. So I'm wondering if this is that play.
Okay.
I know if I was a fighter with a 6-0 record, and they kept giving me shit fights, and then...
Yeah, because you're not making any money.
No, but then your record falls to 6-1.
Or, if you take
one off the chin,
now your big pay, gone.
Yep.
Still gone. You're not getting big pay, and your potential for big pay.
Yeah, your potential
absolutely.
for big pay is what
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to pay more money to watch a guy that's 6-0 than a guy that's 30-10.
Right.
Yep. Let's see. Former UFC featherweight champion.
Speaking of that, speaking of records, did y'all see that? There's a guy in the UFC, not last fight card, the one before. He was like, his record had him with like 7 losses, but like 25 wins or some shit like that. Hours before the fight, or hours before weigh-ins, there was a correction on one of the sites, and it basically flip-flopped his record till he was like 500 or worse.
Oh, no.
What happened was he fucking was fighting under a different name. He was losing, fighting under a different name, and then tried to combine shit. Yeah. Yes.
What?
And then he got fucked up and cut.
Immediately cut.
Yeah, immediately cut.
Good.
Well, he fought. He got fucked up, tapped out, submitted, cut his ass.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was not
I
good.
actually like the move him trying.
Yeah.
He's like, hold on, let me get my my bumps out of the way, and I'm gonna try to.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because he was fighting over in wherever the hell, Poland or whatever the hell it was.
Backyard shit where it's
so and it wasn't quite official. They couldn't, the
prove.
records were right exactly off, and then it was just weird. Hours before weigh-ins, it flipped.
Like I was saying, former UFC featherweight champion Jose Aldo and Merab Dvalishvili agreed to bantamweight fight at UFC 278.
Big time. I don't know if you've seen this guy fight. He's a stud. He's a little bit older, though. He fights in Aljamain Sterling's camp.
The Davishi or whatever?
Yes, Davishi. And I believe he was saying, Aljamain was saying if they wanted to give him a title shot after he wins, he would move up a weight class. Because, to avoid.
Respect, yeah.
Yep. And because they're in the same camp or whatever. He's a stud. I think he's older, though. I want to say he's on that kind of 33, 35. I get that. I'm just saying but he hasn't been a champ yet.
Yeah, I got you.
Aljo's been there.
So that is okay. We talk, and I don't want to go down a real long one on this one, but we talked about this on the last one. This might have been the all-time biggest robbery for a run back, possibly, in UFC history.
Yeah, he got the shaft after Conor.
After that, Conor, because that can happen to anybody. A ting to the chin, and you're done. And it was like that fast. I'm like, hold on, I was the champ, and you're not going to let me run this back at least once? Yeah, I did with him.
Yeah, because if you think about it, Renan Barão, I don't know if you know who that is. He held the 35-pound belt for so long. Okay. Right, he's a stud. TJ Dillashaw comes along, fucks him up, right, and then he gets a rematch, fucks him up again, and then his career just TJ Dillashaw comes out, right, on EPOs, whatever, all that shit. This dude was just getting fucked up, kind of retired, and he's coming back. I think he does have a UFC fight or a fight anyways come back. He says he's making a comeback, but yeah, that dude gets a rematch, although the even bigger king than he was didn't get one. But Dana knew it. I think Dana knew.
Was it 10 years he didn't have a loss?
Yeah. So, like,
10
Connor
years without a
got
loss.
lucky. Keep riding the train. Keep Aldo away from him.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly
what
I think that's
was.
what it
Dana
was.
rode that pony.
Yeah,
Fuck
well,
yeah,
he
he
rode that
did.
pony and kept him away from that dangerous man because
Yes.
Jose was a very, I'm not saying he isn't now, but he's aged even more, a very dangerous man. He didn't want to watch the cash cow go
Yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah. I think he wanted to keep him away from Khabib, too. It just couldn't happen.
It couldn't happen because it was inevitable. Like, it
Right.
had
Khabib
to happen
wanted to go
because
to
they
his
both were that
number
big.
and whatever. So.
Yep. And it wanted to demolish that, and that's what happened. But that fucking, yeah, that's one of the biggest robberies. 10 years you didn't lose. You were and you were dominant too.
And it was
you
a
don't
matter
even
of
shot back
it was
at
a matter of this. So you
Yep.
don't remember that clip.
I do. Me and you.
Connor knocked him out, but old boy still
Yes.
hit him too and
We were-
welted him up.
Yeah, no, we were all at your
Yeah.
house
Oh, yeah, we
watching
watched
it.
the whole thing.
We
Yeah.
We watched
Yeah.
it. I'm like, dude, they connected at the same time. Maybe a half nut hair
Yeah.
quicker on Connor's nut hair, but they both connected.
Old
It
boy
was a
was
hard ass
swollen
hit.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took one hard too. Both of them, because we were laughing about it. Both of them could have literally went like this, dropped at the same time.
Yeah.
Former UFC heavyweight Greg Hardy signs multi-fight deal with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Jesus. Imagine getting hit
I-
by that man bare knuckle. It's a big son of a bitch.
Imagine being a chick and fucking
Taking that.
yeah. Like we're about to see what damage he could do to a man. He did that shit to his fucking girlfriend
Yeah.
a couple times,
Well,
I believe.
no,
Didn't he-
well,
I think-
he didn't do it. Remember?
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
Wasn't one of his stories he had her like dragging out of the car or whatever
Yeah.
outside at the door of the car when he was driving? Like he's garbage, but
He's a very big garbage human being.
yeah.
I'm
Shouldn't
all
be in
about
the
second
news,
chances.
but yeah.
I know. But by getting a second chance and stuff, I'm all about that. This guy did. This is one of those ones that didn't, because it was like multiple times, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I like about him doing stuff like this is maybe he like keeps himself from whooping his chick.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I have no idea, but just the fall from grace, I guess.
Right. I think
UFC.
he's trying to stay in the. I think he's had a lifestyle that's been
Yeah.
a certain way because he's had millions of dollars, and I think that's why he's doing it. Honestly,
Yeah, he's still got a
trying
name
to.
on-
He's trying to still maintain that kind of lifestyle. You know.
Yep.
Yep.
Mickelson plus 11 misses the cut at the U.S.
Did
Open.
he? Okay. I knew he was close.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, and so I hadn't seen the update.
Yep.
Misses
Missed
the
the
cut.
cut.
Yeah.
Plus 11.
That's what you get, bitch.
Yeah, for that live.
Yeah.
He did. I guess in that second round, he made one hell of a attempt. I think he went 3 under, but that's how bad the day was before. So,
Jesus.
former NASCAR driver Clint Boyer struck and killed pedestrian in highway accident.
Oof.
Now, this looks like it was 1,000% accident.
Mm-hmm.
Woman, I think she had some extracurriculars on her person also, like hard shit. Cops on scene, the whole works, and he willingly, right out of the gate, gave blood tests and everything. You know how we were talking about the blood test, and you needed
Yeah.
like, no, it's like somebody died. Yeah, you can have my fucking blood to check to
Right.
make sure. Like, so it looks like unless there's something else that finds out, it looks like it was 1,000% accident. Someone will kind of walk
Everybody
out.
inside the car was fine, Stanley.
Yeah. I think it was like on a exit too, like coming up.
Jeez.
Yeah. And that's what I got, gentlemen.
Boo.
I do have strange law, real quick.
Okay.
In Las Vegas, there's not very many laws, weird laws. You can do kind of a lot of fucked up shit, right?
I believe it, you know.
It's against the law to pawn your dentures.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Against the law to pawn your dentures.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. Imagine going and they're like, hey, you could use an extra set of teeth. The fuck? Would you put them in your mouth? Like somebody
did.
else had the.
How much you getting for dentures though? That's
Dude,
what I want to know.
I bet you those chompers are worth something, right?
we have to go stop at Mr. Money or something.
Yeah,
Be
I'll
like,
find
hey,
out.
what
So
do
that's a
you
good question. Would you you'd be able to stick those in your mouth, right? If you're poor, or on the lower end, of course, you want some chompers
Yeah.
and like, hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna sell them to me for 50,
Even if they're not
$50.
perfect, you're like, yep, I can bite a fucking apple.
Yeah, I can
50
eat
bucks.
steak.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You know,
I don't know.
it isn't exact. I can soak those bad boys.
Yeah.
You guys are looking at this the wrong way.
Oh, please.
Right.
A serial killer would buy those.
Oh yeah, bite mark shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. There you are on the hook, dentures. Pawned them off.
I don't get it.
Now they're in somebody else's mouth. You're going for murder.
What?
So you kill somebody.
What is that?
Your phone wire.
Yeah, it's a fan or something.
No, it's buzzing off the thing. There we go. Right there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
So basically, he's saying, let's say you have no teeth, Jimmer. You're a serial killer. You get some dentures from the pawn shop, and you bite this person when you're killing them. Then you get rid of the dentures. You take them back to the pawn shop, sell them.
But
Somebody else picks them up, and they match
Oh.
up to that person's dentures.
But that'd be like one of those weird things. Like you
Yeah.
want to bite them too. I got
Plus,
you.
you'd have to
There's
have
always
no
fucked up shit,
teeth.
man.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought you were saying like go a little different route. Like the serial killer would be yanking all their teeth and then using dentures so that you can never line them up.
Oh, now you just gave a serial killer an idea. God
All
damn
right. Oh fuck. me,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's what did it.
it. We're cutting that out.
All right. Nice.
Uh,
So tonight, no Rio's randoms because Miley brought something up. We're gonna go and hit conspiracy corner tonight.
we need to find some music.
We
for
do
that.
need to find some
We need
music
to find
for
a little.
conspiracy corner.
What is that? Dark Anonymous. Dark Anonymous.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right.
let's.
some UFO
What's
shit.
X-Files shit? Fucking creepy stuff.
Tales from
Right.
the crypt.
All right, go ahead, Miles. Kick
Miles,
it off, buddy.
kick
You
her off.
it was a request, so let's hear it.
Oh, whoa. I asked if you had material.
Nah, whatever.
Nope.
What's a conspiracy that you believe?
What's a conspiracy I believe in?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get the ball rolling, Miles.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, we said
All right.
Miles.
The Bible is a joke.
Okay, hold on.
That's
hold
weird.
on.
No, hold on.
Hold on. That's a.
What does
okay,
that mean?
Hold on.
Let me
hold on.
rewind.
You should, hold on.
I don't know
You
if
can't
we-
say that. Say
yeah.
something else with it. Like
Okay.
say
We might have-
what we actually mean. Don't say it's a joke.
The Bible is
People
a,
live their life by it, so it's not a joke.
the Bible is a hoax.
You think the Bible
Okay.
is fake and
The
writ?
the Bible was government written
Yep. I'm actually on board with it.
to control.
Way back. We're talking about way.
Oh yeah, way.
Yes.
It's like, oh, look what I
A
found.
fear tactic.
Okay, first off, I'm not against anybody's religion. They can believe whatever they want. But my conspiracy theory is that the Bible was written to control man.
It was.
Book of Eli. That's why they use the Bible to control the people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Right.
what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
See, now it makes sense.
Yep.
Way back in time.
So
I'm
wait,
talking.
yeah, I
was-
get
yeah.
it, and I've thought about this too, and
You're
I'm
you're
bored
pretty
of-
big in faith.
Yeah, no, something, yes, ish.
No, I'm not making
But,
fun of you. I'm just saying like
yeah.
you went to church more than the other
Yeah,
three guys at
I
this
have.
table
And,
more recently.
I don't know.
I
I almost
I am
so,
confirmed and baptized people.
Okay, hold on. I will say that
3
I do
times.
think that somebody else wrote it. And I don't know if it was 100% like legit, like God and all that kind of stuff. However, it just I've thought about the same thing. Like, who would have write it though? Because if you think about it, the Romans were all the leaders and stuff like that at the time. They would be the motherfuckers to write it, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't. It
No.
was other people.
Right. So we're gonna go deep. It's a conspiracy corner, and let me
Right.
give you a little feed into this. I don't have I'm not giving you like a bunch of shit like 1,000% facts, but at some point, let's say it was 1,000% legit, right? As in they had to have been on stone because there wasn't paper way back in AD, as in hadn't figured it out, right? But or BC, sorry, but. It wasn't in English. It wasn't in a language that anybody knew up until when they were found. So the person that found this, and I will say, let's say they are 1,000% legit. The actual whatever tablets, whatever the hell it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody.
Scrolls. So that's how they put them together as scrolls. I did watch a thing on it.
Yeah, but
They're all apart.
what I'm saying is somebody translated that.
Yeah. Yep.
And all of a sudden, they can have it say what they want. Like, how do you know? Because nobody else knows exactly.
Right. You ever
what
play
that
that
is.
game? Was it you draw the thing? You all send a line and you
Pictionary
draw.
or something?
Yeah, you draw whatever the word you think on somebody's back, and then you pass it, and you see what the word is at the front of the line, right?
And then it ends up being a penis.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, but it's usually a word, right?
Yeah.
You have 20 kids in a class, and maybe the word's art, right? So you draw art in the back, and then they draw it. And by the time, you get to the guy in the front, he's like, it's penis. You all drew penis on my back. They're like, it was art, son. what the fuck?
Right.
But yeah. So,
Oh.
so yeah, I do agree with
So
that, I think.
then you're also getting somebody's one person's
Version.
how they believe society
Interpretation.
should go. Interpretation of it
Yeah.
also.
Right.
The Bible's very open for interpretation. There's no doubt about that.
It
That isn't a
is.
conspiracy thing.
Right. I think science. I'm a big believer, my family was big into faith and stuff, and I'm just like, that's cool, but we're all,
Like, I
told my sister, I'm like, is this a hoax? Is this like a cult? Because there's science that says like there was shit here that that can date back to this far or this far,
Yeah.
and then there's just this book.
I do want to believe.
It's,
obviously,
I do,
most
yeah.
of-
I want
Yep.
to. That's how I was raised, but it's so
Yeah.
Can I state something?
Well,
what
I'm
the fuck?
definitely with you on
question marks.
on the evolution.
So,
evolution.
so I got a statement.
Danny's
What-
real quiet on this, so
what-
I feel like I should.
Yeah, he's about to
Vulcan
storm.
pride.
I'll let Myles go first.
He's about to storm the castle.
One night, very, very stoned, very not in the right mindset. I was looking up, and I remember this. I was looking up in the clouds, and it came.
You're gonna say you were possibly
No.
using extracurriculars and then fucking come at us?
No, and I was like,
That's when you figure shit out, bro.
No,
When
no.
you're fucking
here it
figuring
is.
Shit out,
Here
bro.
it is. This is gonna dawn on you
Go
guys.
ahead. I got you.
I said in my head, what made God, and what made God, and then kept doing it. What made God? So no matter how far back you go, something did just have to be there. Does that not make sense? No matter
Hook it up.
if
real
you go back
quick one. Thank
to
you,
the
sir.
very beginning of whatever this is, there had to have just been something there because there wouldn't have been two things to make it. And that's where my mind was.
I do believe. Hold on. I will, Danny. I'm gonna let Danny take a drink there. To answer that question, there's stuff like that when it comes, especially the science side, that like the Big Bang. There's shit that happens that just
There's so much
appear.
science out there.
So much
that
science.
It's like, fuck.
Shit can just appear. Like it can. But go ahead.
When I get into that headspace, what I think about is like, what is so after you die, like it's just forever, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my thought is like, holy shit, like what is that? What does that feel like? What does that mean? Like I can go down a rabbit hole there. So I get where you're going there. As far as the Bible goes, like I think the intentions originally were probably good. I think it was to help people and to guide
Yeah.
people, right?
Yeah.
With morality and stuff like that. But
To answer that question that you're just saying, that in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Like they were using it as in a positive way.
Yeah,
To be like,
originally,
hey,
yeah.
you want to know what's going to happen, and
Yeah.
I got you. Yep.
And I think that once people realized the control that it could have, that's
Yeah.
when things started to change. And that's when like you said, the language changed. And then eventually nobody could even read what was originally there, right?
Yeah.
And then we know that in what we consider the Bible today is the King James Bible, there's a lot that isn't even included in that was originally written too, that nobody has access to. But why, right?
But why?
So I'm definitely with you on that, man. It's control thing, especially
My
what
big-
we're at today.
Question mark, and it's always bothered me, and like I said, my family was real into religion and going to church every Sunday for a long time there. It was, God died for your sins or whatever, and so you wouldn't have it cleansed the soul and whatnot, right? Well, if he did that and he loved man, right? Why would and he controls what happens in your life? Why does he keep letting bad shit happen?
And then what? And then
Why? It's like you hear a house fire. It burned just down the road. It burned a little kid in his sleep and his dad. Why the
was
fuck would that
innocent as
happen?
shit, yeah.
Right? Why would he let that happen?
Dude, actually, you bring up a good point. Have you guys seen that Mark Wahlberg movie, the new one? It's like Pastor Paul.
I
and
haven't
some
seen it.
I know
some
what you're
shit like
talking
that.
about.
I
right?
haven't seen it.
That goes to exactly what you're saying,
And
dude.
it's like, why would he let all this bad shit happen if he
One of
loved
the-
man?
That's the same question. I'm with you. You let the sweetest old lady in the goddamn world die, or like the most cruel way that,
the most cruel. Like
the
I
most-
get
like the
people
most
get
cruel
old
way.
and
People get old.
it
Yeah,
pass.
I
But-
mean like the most cruel
Right,
ways, like
sure.
cancer and shit like that. And like, but you let this piece of shit over here
right.
live.
Do you want me to
Right.
tell you?
We wipe out the city of New Orleans and fuck. Like, why would he let that
Father
shit happen?
Stew is what that movie's called. Check it out.
I'll tell you.
crazy.
I'll tell you why now. So I told, I don't believe in the Bible, clearly. So here's how I tie all this in together. You ever seen fleas on a dog?
Yeah.
They'll only suck enough blood, but they'll let the dog keep living.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want
Well, that's because they're not big enough.
No, they don't want to kill it. They don't want to kill their supplier.
Yeah.
They will not kill that dog.
Yep.
That's probably more like a leech
Well,
thing, but yeah, I get it.
But fleas,
Yeah.
they'll infest their dog, but they do enough to keep it living. Is basically-
Leech. So, yeah, the leech would probably been the better
It
one
would-
because it does the same thing.
Okay, well,
but
what was
it could actually kill him, but it doesn't.
Right. Well, that
'Cause it hangs
individual one,
on.
but if a bunch of them are latched on, they don't care. They're getting theirs.
Hey,
so now-
Myles, we get what you're saying.
But yeah, we get 100%.
No. So now I want you to imagine Earth being a living thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
It is. It is a living thing.
Okay. Now we are the infant station. We are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We are taking everything from Earth
Yeah.
and just keeping it
Believe
alive.
it or not, we're on the same wave path right here. When I don't think we blow up proportionally, like how badly the human race is for the planet. I'm like, when the planet is ready to shake the human race off, it will.
Yeah, and we're
It
not the
will
only
be
life
done.
form out there.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah,
real.
well, yeah.
There's other we're just a
Yeah,
small
I can't-
speck.
Spec.
Somebody's gonna come with a flea comb and start picking us.
We're about no. Not
That's
even
what
that.
sucks when you start thinking about how small we are
Yeah.
Yeah.
compared to this shit.
Yeah,
no shit.
Like how minimal everything
Yeah.
is. Like we're less than a speck. We're nothing.
Right, exactly.
Literally
We're-
nothing.
We're literally nothing. So
Nothing.
yeah, I think there's 100% other life forms.
except
So-
for 3 Gig Sports Podcast. I'll live
yeah,
forever.
we're the only shit out there. What's up?
what it is.
We're about to beam this shit to
And-
the stars.
And if you don't believe it, Horton has a who.
Horton, here's a who.
Here's
Myles,
a who.
I'm going to give you one thing though. So you can interpret the Bible however you want. You can interpret anything however you want, right?
Yeah.
That's the joys of being
religious.
human
In America.
Yeah.
Or just human in
America,
America.
right?
United States of
Oh, I
America.
I would never knock anybody.
I don't know if you pay attention to Jordan Peterson ever, right? If you know the name, but
The guy from YouTube that got kicked off.
yeah,
Yep,
yep.
yep.
So he talks a lot about like personal accountability and all that bullshit, and he thinks that there's too many victims and all that shit, right? Which we all believe today. He talks about he's not a biblical guy at all. He's like a psychologist or some shit by trade, but what his opinion is about the Bible is when you talk about heaven and hell, it's interpretation, right? So heaven is like the best version of yourself, the best possible thing that you could end up being in your life, and hell is the exact opposite. That's the worst end. It's different ends of the human spectrum. So this is a great you. This is a shitty you.
Yeah.
That's how he interpreted it. I thought that was a pretty cool.
That
I heard
is.
him a couple years ago. I heard him talk about that, and I was like, all right, I've never heard that before, and I like that. So,
The one thing that I think we all agree on, whether you believe fully in Bible and all that stuff, this and the other, but the one thing we can all agree on is heaven and hell aren't just like a stage. Right? They're not, no matter what, this is a fiery place and this is that. No, it is whatever your hell is, whatever mine is, because hell, is it hell for you if you actually love the blazing heat?
Right.
If you what if you don't like fluffy clouds and shit, you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So it's all, it's your hell.
Going back.
Everything
Good, Mom.
bad that you would interpret of hell, like when you envision hell, you think of all these bad things down there, right?
Yeah.
All those things are currently happening around us. So if I was going to predict where hell is,
On Earth.
It's right here.
we are on hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We create
Okay.
our own.
That's
deep.
and kind of hitting back to your, humans are kind of like your fleas kind of deal.
Yeah.
I do think, and we're leeching out of the earth, right?
Yeah.
Until she's ready to be like, I had enough, right? We've sucked everything out of her. Well, I think that was, and hitting on another conspiracy, I think the government knows that too. Like, we're running out of shit. We're using everything. Population control, COVID vaccine.
Yep.
Boom, start knocking people off. People can't have kids. Killing people.
Well, that's what the vaccine's supposed to do.
you know,
Yeah, that's what the
Hey,
vaccine's supposed to do.
They just approved it for 6-month-olds. Okay. So
Oh, Jesus.
get
But-
your kids
but yeah,
vaccinated.
But regardless,
boys.
yes.
Yeah, that's.
But we
I'm
got-
saying
well,
that there's other people that realize
yeah.
that too, and
We
they're
got-
trying
we
to
got- we gotta leave
prolong
that-
it.
We gotta leave that one for another conspiracy corner
But,
one.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we can go down that one.
Yeah,
too.
we can go down
That'll
that,
be a while.
I'm saying I
Yeah.
disagree and all that kind of stuff. But,
But
yeah, we are running long
do-
here. But
so do we all agree that when Mother Earth is ready, she would just shake us off anyway?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
When it's time, whether it be an act or Earth or an asteroid.
You
We're
know
all
the
done
saying
it.
ball, kind of like the saying ball don't lie, right? In sports, you talk about it like Jadeveon Clowney, right? We talk about the big hit, right? He laid the wood and the ball popped out, and South Carolina got the ball, right? The previous play before there was a potential, or 2 plays before, a potential fumble, clearly recovered by South Carolina. They ended up giving it back to Michigan.
Yep.
Ball don't lie. He popped it out, right? They got it anyways. He fucked him up. One of the most iconic college plays ever, right?
Yeah.
And I think you see it here now, right? How many times do you see Mother Earth, like, just fucking Katrina, right? Like, look at what Yellowstone's doing. I mean, I just think there's so many things that happen, right? The fires.
Age of Ultron.
But you're
When he says that, he's like, hey, it ain't there yet, but God's winding up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And I think it's just Earth was.
But what have we gave to Earth?
Exactly.
What has the human race brought
oxygen.
to Earth?
Well,
That's from the
but-
trees.
Oh yeah, but
We're
we plant
breathing
them.
out
We
carbon
plant them
monoxide.
and make them.
But we have taken down more than we
Right,
will.
and the trees need the carbon dioxide. Or
No,
carbon
I'm
monoxide.
glad.
It's not just me.
It's not just you.
Oh, the fucking cord. That's why.
Yeah.
Grab that.
Did you not hear that?
Hear
That
what?
does not hear it. You do not hear that.
I don't
No.
hear anything now.
That's the
No,
fan.
I don't hear
That's
anything.
That's
the
not
fan.
the fan. As soon
Right
as I
now?
move it, it stops. No, not
Oh.
not now.
I didn't hear it before.
Now I'm driving from the drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one, Miles.
That was a good one for Conspiracy Corner.
Oh, I haven't.
And yeah, that probably takes us to the end here tonight.
Yeah, we can start wrapping her up. We'll let Jimmer get a towel over there.
Yeah, he'll grab a towel, dry it off. We did get a winner for the raffle up at 3 Gig Sports, Gentleman's Way. Raffle for a free haircut. He's got to hit me back. I did send him a text, no text back, so I'll hit our guy up to get a hold of him again. But Clay Johnson, you were the winner of our raffles, so we're hitting you up and getting in contact with you. So congratulations.
Nice work, Clay.
Nice work.
Beautiful. So if any of you folks out there happen to stumble across the podcast, even one of the clips, whatever the case is, be sure to like, follow, share. Definitely give us a rating. That helps get everything out there. The podcast is available where, Jimmer?
Getting close to anywhere and everywhere. I've been knocking them out slowly but surely. But Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, YouTube.
That's where you see our beautiful faces.
Yeah.
Red tube?
Absolutely.
RedTube. What I say? Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and anywhere else in between, gentlemen.
Absolutely. And we love to tell stories, as you can tell, even conspiracies. If you've got one, if you've got a story, go ahead and slide on in.
To our DMs. Give us that story. Sorry, I thought it was Gay Saturdays almost. Slide on into our DMs. Let us know that story. We'll get it out to all the folks that want to hear it. You know we want to hear it, and they do as well. If you're looking for a workout app, make sure to download Fitbod and use our code 3GIG for 25% off. It'll keep track of workouts, generate new ones. It'll show you how to do new lifts. It's an amazing app. I use it all the time. So again, use our code 3GIG for 25% off. And again, if you like all our content we're putting up here, again, a donation, a like, a share, anything will be greatly appreciated and helpful to help us create this content and get it out to you. We do want to give a quick shout out to someone going to be helping us out moving forward, Colleen. So watch out for some of our productions coming out. She's going to be involved doing some of that stuff. So shout out, Colleen. Thank you very much.
Get a little more flash to our video too, and stuff like that.
Definitely. So if you like the new videos that are definitely going to be popping up, make sure to like and share as well. She'll be doing some of that stuff for us.
And the more you like and share, you get more girth.
Get more girth. Thank you to the ladies, absolutely, for jumping on tonight.
Yeah, they
we'll
obviously
take that.
And
we know
hurting
what they're in
feelings,
for.
right? So they're jumping on hurting feelings. It's whatever. And of course, our guy Myles getting married tomorrow will be. Some of us will be at the wedding there attending. So congrats, Myles, for
Congrats
your
ahead
big
of
day
time,
tomorrow.
Thank you,
for
thank you,
sure.
thank you.
Congrats,
Thanks for
brother.
joining us tonight as well. It's always a good time.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, hey, thank you, everybody, for listening. This is 3 Gig Sports.
We out.
I've been writing, I love it.